Hi. Hi, everybody. It has been a little while since I've been around. I'm back. Um, I'm a little bit nervous to be back, to be honest, because the community's a little bit at the moment. There are certain elements that make it uncomfortable for people to react. But I am going to push through and I'm just going to do me and I'm going to enjoy you guys. And hopefully, the people that enjoy me will come and hang out and have fun and we'll do what we want to do. Okay. So, the reason I've come back is I'm not angry and I'm not mad and I'm not upset anymore. Now, I've taken 3 weeks off because we all know what happened. We all know what happened. And I am somebody who can get very upset, very angry, hurt. But now I'm okay. I've gotten over it. I've moved past it. I took myself offline so I didn't react, respond impulsively, and say things I can't take back or things that could harm me even more. So I did the responsible thing for myself and removed myself from the situation. And now I am back because I'm feeling lighter, happier, and I've given myself enough space between it. So we're here to do a react tonight to the 2 kilo loss plus a retro react. And I thought we might also revisit somebody very special in our community, Erie Pepperoni. She's done some really cute little videos. And I thought, in honor of her, since I think her and Gary are coming back soon, we might do a little dip into the pool of Erie Pepperoni because she has a lovely sense of humor and I miss her content. I think we all miss her content and hope she comes back really, really, really soon. So how is everybody? Let's check in with everyone. Now, I have got my iPad set up. It's on this side. So if I step away for a second to read, just please forgive me. Okay, so Jade. Jade was one of the first ones here. So obviously she's on the iPad or she's at work and she's got a notification set. So I appreciate that, Jade. Thank you for coming. Hattie McFatty, Kim Possible, Enola. Hi, Enola. I have something to tell you special as well, Enola. Seafood pie. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? And remember, caps lock. Caps, 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 if you can, please. I appreciate that. Okay. And I think I've got a couple of lurkers in the background as well. Dove Kitty, hello. You were here first too with Jade. So, okay. Anola, the fantastic artist that she is, digital artist, and probably I don't know what would you call it. She works probably in other mediums, but digital art is how I know her and some of the art that I've seen from her. She was lovely enough to create an art piece for me that I am going to donate to my local RSPCA for a fundraiser they are having coming up at the end of the month. So I have had that printed. It arrived yesterday. I'm going to be putting that into a frame and presenting that to the RSPCA to help them raise some funds. I'm also going to be making a physical donation. I'm not going to film that or vlog that or do anything of that kind because it doesn't really matter, but I am going to be donating some goods to them that they require. I will be using my last YouTube payment to help fund that. And Enola was kind enough to donate some of her work for that as well. So we're going to be raising some money for the RSPCA. They help cats, dogs, animals, horses, livestock, birds, native animals, and wildlife. So that was very generous of her to take some of her skill and create something unique and special and individual for the RSPCA to donate to help them raise some money. So yay, Enola, yay. So that's something exciting that's happened for me in the last couple of days. And yeah, I have thought about coming live a couple of other times, but today was the first day that I felt, in the mood. I've got the time and I've got the space to do it. So yay! And I mean, honestly, it's not foodie that's really encouraged it. It's more like coming back into the community and having some fun with you guys that sort of encourage it. Because foodie hasn't really created anything to give me motivation. But yeah, yeah. So tell me, what's happening? What's happening with you guys? What have I missed? I've been in the chats, but I haven't really been like posting too much or looking into too much. Just there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, in the girl world, that I know what's going on, but I wanna know what's happening with you guys. What's up? What's the haps, guys? Hi, let me just read, see what's going on. Hi, habitual line stepper. Hello. Shenanigans. Hi. What's going on? I know, I love that intro song. I got that song from Epidemic Sound. It does copyrighted free music for people, so I've got some total bops off there. That ones that I've actually added to my playlist that I just listen to, just in general, because they're unique, like songwriters, creators that put music out there for people. And yeah, some of them are bangers. I love them. I might do a stream one night where we just do a listening party to some of the cool bops that I found on Epidemic Sound. Yeah, because a lot of them I've got from my intros, and people have asked me, "What is that song? Where did you find it?" And I'm happy to share them. So we should do that. Okay. So what have I done this week? Let's do a rundown on what I've done this week. I went to the movies for the first time in a long time with my best friend. There's not many movies or things that can get me to go to the movies. However, there was a documentary done on an artist, John Farnham. He is the sound of my youth. He is the sound of my 20s, my teens, my 10s. I grew up listening to John Farnham. You guys may have heard of him, you may not have. I was under the impression he was an Australian flavour only, but apparently he's quite popular internationally. Amazing voice, absolutely amazing, like perfect voice. Can sing anything, any genre, just amazing. He this week has had to have surgery. He's actually got mouth cancer. Ironic, I know, somebody who uses their voice for a living and their mouth and like that's good stuff. He's in his 70s now, but amazing artist. So I went to my friend with my friend who absolutely adores him. We went to the movies. I've been working all week. Haven't had much time off. I found out today. My workplace is so cool. I'm allowed to wear my work like army combat boots as part of my uniform. So I rocked those to this week. I'm so excited. Instead of my stupid, boring, basic ballet flats, I was allowed to wear my combat boots. Awesome. Bought some new makeup. I went on a bit of a makeup splurge. Got some stuff from Temu. Bought some stuff from Temu this week. Fantastic. Bought some new makeup. Bought some new brushes. Got some new blush. Got some new lipsticks. Tossed out some of the old stuff. Reorganized my makeup area. Oh, and I've changed my hair. I forgot about that. I did that about a week ago. I am now a rose gold blondie. It's all over the one color. Yeah, I just wanted to change, so I changed it. All right. Okay. Okay, remember. Hello. Oh, yeah, and hit that like button because I always forget. Jade reminds me. I always forget. Okay, morning, afternoon, evening. Okay, so we're going to do a reaction to the 2 kilo loss. Very excited about that one. We're moving in the right direction into the negatives. I've uploaded my own version of this one because nobody wants to be copyright struck for using her content unedited and untransformed. I just want to put out a disclaimer. I am a Chantal reaction channel. So therefore, if I only choose to do reactions to Chantal, that is my prerogative. If I choose to do other content reactions, that is also my prerogative, but it is not imperative for me to do other content. Just saying, there are no rules or rhymes. As long as I'm in terms of service, I can react to whoever and whatever I choose. Also, what was the other thing I was going to say? If I choose to do vlogs or cooking or music, sing a song, do a cartwheel, twerk, that is also my prerogative. If people like to react to that and shit all over it because you're trying to be diverse, fine, let it be. But I am a reaction channel and my content is Chantal. Just saying. Just saying. For whoever wants to listen, that is my prerogative to react to whoever, however, and however frequently I choose to do so. I've set the tone. All right, guys, I'll be ready to react. You probably already watched this a couple of times today, but let's watch it with me. I've done some editing. I found some new stuff in my editing software. Let's see if you like it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it first. And yes, I will be squinting the entire reaction because
Touche. So it's Sally.
let's pause her because we don't need to listen to that for now. I am vision impaired, so therefore I will squint. And if it's off-putting, don't watch. If it's annoying, don't watch. If you think it's funny, continue to watch. But that is the reason I squint. And my glasses can only help me to a certain extent. That is how bad my vision is. Okay? All right. Let's go. I want you to see, shout out if you can guess what I've done to change her look. I want you to guess. First person who guesses correctly will get not a prize, but you'll get points, bonus points.
With like pita chips and pomegranate dressing, vinaigrette. And if they have the shawarma chunks of meat, chicken, and the fries, pickles, and garlic sauce.
Yeah. Her chin doesn't look so pointy because she's had her head somewhat changed by me. I feel like she looks cuter this way. She looks more toddler-esque like this. Okay? She's not looking healthy, shenanigans, we know, but that's really a moot point at this because she doesn't live healthily, so she should her physique and her skin pallor and all that would reflect how she lives, basically.
And of course I have my mixed pickles. Duh.
And
of course we have a whole thing of pita bread and Diet Pepsi. So let me pour that out. Diet Pepsi. Oh yeah.
The Pepsi is an obvious choice, guys, because who wants those unnecessary calories? I mean, she's got to be saving at least 1,000 calories by going the Diet Pepsi, so it is a smart and healthy choice. Oh my goodness. Hang on, guys. My cat wants to come in and visit. All right. I'm just going to let it play, and then I'm going to go get him.
Okay, so, Bismillah. I need some Pepsi, actually. I want to do a thumbnail. Let's try a piece of pickle first. I love Fatouche. They put like
Hi, Upside, Nay.
So fresh.
Where are you going?
So good.
You can't go. No.
Coriander. Look at the herbs.
You can't go there. You can't sit on the keyboard, honey. Yeah, just there. That'll do.
Right. So, yummy. One more bite of this. So the shawarma, I'm gonna put garlic.
The camera angle is a little weird. It's very high. High angles tend to slim you down, make you a little bit slimmer. However, I think they've done a wider angle just to fit in just the amount of like side dishes and her main dish. It's basically just to show all of the food because, I mean, her mukbangs are extremely impressive. Just the sheer volume that she's eating needs a wide angle. Like, you know, if it was just a bowl of soup or a simple sandwich, we wouldn't need the wider angle. But for this, we need the room, we need the space, we need the cinematography of it all.
On here.
Now, we've all been on diets, right? We've all tried to slim down or we've lost weight for an outfit, an event, for health, just, you know, just to make improvements. 4 pounds would be a poop. It would be water weight. It would just be a heavy dump. You could be she's probably, if she's weighed herself in the morning, she's probably 4 pounds heavier by lunchtime. Is it a decline? Yes. But I would wanna weigh myself from 7 days to 7 days. That's how I would judge if I've lost weight, not within a 24-hour period, because you can gain 2 kilos overnight. So I'm drinking a margarita right now. I'll be 2 kilos heavier tomorrow just from the salt.
This is called Toom. I love garlic sauce. Okay, some pickles, some fries. Yummy. They put fries on their shawarma.
Shenanigans. She would have to use black magic to get 100-pound difference. But I can see that she's doing her very best to look to I don't want to say maximize or improve the way she looks, but she's obviously trying to minimize the amount of weight that she's lost. I don't know whether she's embarrassed or she feels a little bit like concerned about her weight gain. It doesn't appear so, but I think she wants to highlight oh god, my words are escaping me. It's the cat. She definitely wants to minimize the amount of weight that she's gained visually, not actually, but just visually.
And some chicken meat, shawarma meat that's been roasting on the. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Let's load it up, load it up, load it up. Yeah.
She's making shawarma burritos.
I'm hyper right now. All right, beauty bite. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Quick question for everybody. If you were sitting in a restaurant and someone sat down and ate their meal as Chantal is eating it now, with the noises and the spread that she's got in front of her, the way that she spoons it into her mouth, and just the affectation she has, would you be a little bit shocked or stunned or a little bit embarrassed of just the way that she responds to the food? Because I'd be a little bit like, bitch, when was the last time you ate? Or when was the last time you ate something good? Because this is a little bit of an exaggerated response to salad, pita, and a bit of chicken. I mean, I'd be like, I don't think I'd want to go to restaurants with her if this is how she eats when she eats something tasty. No, the noises are too much. The ums and the it's like cringe.
Good suggestion, babe.
Yeah, I'd probably say to her, like, calm down. It's just
Sometimes we have to
chicken.
think, like, okay, what do I feel like eating for the mukbang? Pickled cabbage.
She's not looking good though. Her skin color's really bad. Oh, however, I did notice when I was editing this, she is taking the time to chew more. She's not just taking the bite, swallowing. Because you know how she usually just flops it around her mouth once or twice and then swallows? If you notice, maybe not with earphones on, but pay attention. She's actually chewing a lot more before she swallows. Whether she's doing that to A, slow herself down, or she's taken note of all the crap that we give her for like literally being an anaconda. I think she's chewing more on purpose. Because she doesn't normally chew this often, basically. I think she's listening to what people are saying.
So you saw my weigh-in?
Hi, Daisy and me.
Thing is, I had a few videos recorded.
Okay, I have a request. I wish Foodie would either choose to be a mukbang channel that just ate for ASMR, or she would be a mukbang channel that would tell a story, eat, and then finish the story. Because it's really annoying when she tries to tell a story while she eats. She eats, and then 10 seconds later, you get the second sentence, or you get the follow-up comment. It's really, really annoying. Just can you be one or the other? Because I don't think it's really going to affect your views too much, because it's just going to be less annoying to watch. That's all. I just tell the story or don't tell the story. Hi, Valium. Hello.
Because I was going to do a vlog and I weighed myself. This was like a few days ago. But I decided not to upload it and deleted the videos.
See, way more chewing.
Sorry if I have to do this, but it's because I have a chubby face and I don't want it when I chew to swallow my face. So, anyway.
She's not under any legal obligation or even religious obligation to wear the hijab. She chooses to wear it. So if it's uncomfortable while she's doing the one thing that earns her an income, perhaps she could not wear it while she's doing the mukbangs. It would make it more enjoyable for her. It wouldn't be so irritating for us to watch. She probably would be in a better mood because she wouldn't be thinking about all the irritation around her neck. I mean, she doesn't have to wear it. She's choosing to wear it, and that's her choice, but she doesn't have to wear it. So if it's that annoying, just don't. Like, just for a mukbang. She can wear it for a live streams while she's on the hookah, on the shisha. She can, she can do whatever she wants, but it doesn't have to be annoying.
I think I explained that before. But
hi, Mary. Hi.
It does annoy me too. Anyway. So. Oh my gosh, fresh shawarma. I didn't want to bring my weight into it. Because I'm always on the fence about sharing my weight, not sharing my weight. Well,
is she on the fence about that though? Because she doesn't seem to be like too bothered about sharing it. She tells us what her numbers are all the time, and that's fine. That's great. However, I certainly have some hesitations or some reservations about how accurate or how truthful she is about her numbers. I wonder why she would tell a lie though, because she said she's not ashamed of being a big lady. She's not ashamed about her weight. She feels beautiful this way. Salah loves her body. She's happy that he loves her body just as it is. So why would she fub the numbers? We've seen pictures of her recently, like, from the vlogs, and numbers where she said that she's 350, 330, 328, 329. And there is more than a 30-pound difference. Chantal is a shorter lady, so she will appear closer to 500 because she's quite short. I really don't think she's near 500 pounds. I think she's sitting in those 410s, 420s. Because she is short, it will look different on her. If she's flubbing her numbers, she's lying to herself. I understand why she's lying to us, though. I mean, we always try to minimize our weight because, we've been told thin is best, but that's not necessarily true. But I understand why she lies to us. I just hope she's not lying to herself about it, like 10 pounds here, 10 pounds there. I don't think she wants to admit to herself how big she's gotten, because that is a lot more work to get off. It's further from her base camp Mount Everest goals, her fitness goals, it's a bigger number to try and drop. So I understand why she does fib about her weight. It's just sad that she's probably lying to herself as well. Hi, Ghost. Hi.
Pita chips. I know that I have to do something for my health.
Now, while I was editing this, I just came up with a few little strategies that you could potentially do to lose some weight. Reduce your calorie intake. That's probably the first thing you could do. Eat low carb. That's one way. Exercise. Move more. Calories in, calories out. The way you can get a negative calorie result is literally move more. Drink more water because it fills you up, helps you digest your food. It's just all round good for you. Makes you less hungry as well. Eat smaller portions. First of all, just smaller portions. Eat more nutritionally beneficial foods. Seek help from some professionals, either a nutritionist, dietitian, therapist, GP, doctor, anybody who understands the body or the mind. Remove unhealthy or triggering food in your home and create a healthy home. Get rid of those nasty foods out of your house. The ones that you will binge on, salty, sugary, fatty, sweet, large portions of anything, and have a support system that's going to help you meet your goals, not just give you what you want. Any one or two of these could make an impact to her losing weight or getting a healthier body. So let's not just say losing weight. Health is also a problem for her.
To figure out a strategy.
Let's listen to her strategy, guys, because it's all the noises.
When I weighed myself today before eating, I was surprised that I was down like 2 kg already.
Already. So that means, when she says already, that means she has got a plan in place and she's actioning that plan. So I don't know how long she's been doing this plan, because it doesn't seem to be too different to what she pretty much always does, and that has not resulted in weight loss or improved health. But she's obviously got this in her mind that she's got a new plan and it's working because she's lost 2 kilos. 2 kilos is a poop. It's a dump. It's a bathroom break. If she's lost 4 kilos, 6 kilos, 8 kilos in the next 4 weeks, I will admit that whatever she's doing is working. I'm willing to admit that whatever her strategy is, it's one that is effective for weight loss. I won't say it's good because it's probably not, but I'll say that it's effective for her for weight loss. I'm pretty confident that I won't have to say that.
The video we posted on our couples channel from the museum, that was from a long time ago. I've been editing that forever, and I still didn't do a great job, did I?
Hi, Summer Cat.
Well, anyway, It was fun. I mean, we're gonna do these things anyway, so may as well make it fun video. You know, why not share it with you guys? A lot of you guys like it, and I appreciate you guys who love our content. I really do. I love garlic, and the pickles are so good. Oh my gosh, shawarma pickles.
Now, I'm not going to lie. Now, because I've had weight loss surgery and I've lost a bunch of weight. I've lost 63 kilos. So I've lost like a whole human being. I'm still about 18 to 20 kilos overweight for my height, and I'm working on that. Not doing so great, but I'm maintaining. I'm not gaining weight. I'm not losing weight. I'm maintaining. I miss ramen. I do miss ramen. I don't eat it because it's one of those nonsense foods, but God, it tastes so good. And you can make it taste so good, but it is wasted calories. It goes through your system so fast, but I do love them. So I've replaced it with konjac noodles, and I add in a lot of veggies. because I really, really love noodles, udon noodles, Singapore noodles, ramens, hoikin, vermicelli noodles just in general. But ramen, I don't eat them. They are a waste of time, but they are the one food that I do miss a lot. And I envy all those people that just sit down and eat them. Like, oh my God, so good.
So anyway, let me try to, oh, hands are easier. Don't be afraid to get down and dirty.
What's the bet that those hands are pea hands? She's now eating pea shawarma. Blech.
Yum. That crust here.
Good morning, Summer Cats.
Flavor Town. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I love being a foodie.
Okay, that's it. No. Somebody mentioned this before. Who was it? Hi, Leslie P. Hi. Oh, I want to have a talk to you, Leslie P. Are you on Instagram? Because I want to talk to people that have had it a long time ago and the differences between now and then. Because I'm only 2 years deep. So I'm interested to hear your feedback, Leslie. Foodie, despite her name is not a foodie, she is a consumer. It should be consumer beauty. She doesn't love food. She has an addiction to food. That's my opinion. That's what I think. From what I've seen of foodie, she is not somebody who enjoys fresh, well-prepared, delicious, high-quality food. She enjoys slop in large quantities. She's not a foodie. Despite what she thinks, loving large masses of food is not a foodie make. A foodie is somebody who wants the best of the best, has a palate that is broad and wide and curious and wants to try new things, experiment with different flavors. Fresh fruit and veg is just as important as a big, fat, sloppy, greasy burger that is unique and different. She is not a foodie. She is a consumer. Consumer beauty. That's what her name should be.
And like with any other pleasures in life.
Oh. Oh, is Chili D? Hi, Chili. Hello. How are you? Yes, I'm back. I am back to do a react with you guys.
Sorry, eating and talking is a challenge. They're there to test us, right?
Okay, guys. We need to sit back. I want everyone to sit up straight, sit up nice and tall, open, put your listening ears on, because Foodie is about to hit us with some stellar life advice. This is how we need to conduct ourselves. She is going to be channeling some wisdom here. So put your listening ears on, guys. Words to live by from Foodie Beauty. Once she gets through her pita burrito. Dainty queen.
If you notice. Any of the pleasures in life.
Right. No, I have to say it. Oceana. Hello, my darling. Thank you. I was hoping I'd see you in here today. I've seen a few places that I'm like, yes, I'm glad that they are back in my community, because there are some faces and some names that I recognize instantly. And Oceana is one of those. She's an OG. DEKOG.
Can be very toxic. So that's why if you do food in excess, that's when you have the consequences of poor health, obesity, blah, blah, blah. So, but I love being a foodie. I love
how she just skips over the blah, blah, blah. Let's discuss what the blah, blah, blah is. Okay. Obesity, blah, blah, blah. Enlarged heart, blah, blah, blah. Enlarged liver, blah, blah, blah. Swollen hands and feet, blah, blah, blah. Change in pallor, blah, blah, blah. Organ failure, blah, blah, blah. Coronary episode, blah, blah, blah. Hypertension, blood pressure issues, immobility. Just a few things, but blah, blah, blah.
you know, having food on my channel. You know, I started as a mukbang channel. It's drama free.
Wait, did she start as a mukbang channel? I thought she started off as just a vlogging, beauty, weight loss channel. That's how I thought she started. And then the mukbang sort of came in the middle. Am I wrong? Let me know, because I wasn't watching Foodie back in the mukbang days. I started watching Foodie during the Nada era, just before Nada came in. So correct me if I'm wrong, but she did not start off as a mukbang channel.
Content.
Hi, Emerald Blue. Hello.
So honestly, I'm
Armageddon
going back to trying. I've tried many
Roach.
things, all failed because I'm not consistent with them. So I'm trying to find something I can be consistent with, and I'm trying to be balanced. As in,
Squish
what I've been
face.
doing is we're going back to the gym, but also eating one meal a day for my video, and in between that, fasting for long periods of time.
Okay. So okay, let's talk about the technicalities of this. Now, Foodie Beauty, I put it into a calculator today to do her total calorie daily intake calculator. So what Foodie needs to eat to maintain the weight and her body systems as is, her brain, her organs, her skin, everything, you know, to thrive. She would need to eat about 2,820 calories a day to sustain the weight that she is now. So for her to lose weight, she would need to either eat less than that or eat that and then exercise to burn off for a deficit. Say she ate 2,820 calories and then she went for a walk and burnt 200 calories. She would be in a 200 calorie deficit. Now, to lose 1 kilo, I think it's 1 kilo, 1 kilo of weight a week, you need to burn 7,700 calories. So she would need to be in deficit for 14 days to lose 1 kilo. Do we think that Foodie Beauty is eating 2,820 calories a day, even with fasting, for 16 hours? So she's asleep for 8 hours and then she's awake for 16 hours. So in those, she's sleeping and she's fasting. So in that time, do we think that this woman is only eating 2,800 calories a day? From what we've seen for the last 4 months and 6 months, and she's put on weight while she's been in Kuwait, steadily gaining, she cannot possibly be eating that amount during one meal. We've seen her eat more than that per one meal. So all her fasting is not going to be doing anything for her if she sits down and consumes at least 3,000 calories in one meal. And we know that she does that. And we know she's not eating just one meal a day. But technically speaking, that could work as long as she was eating less than 2,800 or 2,800 and then putting some exercise in at the end of it. Like going to the gym, walking across the road to the beach, walking to the shops, literally moving, doing anything would burn calories for Foodie. Sleeping will burn calories for Foodie, but she cannot eat more than her body needs to thrive. And I don't think she understands the mathematics of that.
Maybe like 16 hours or so.
Disclaimer, I am not a dietitian or a nutritionist or a professional. I'm just somebody who looked that up on the YouTubes. That's it.
Of fasting. And honestly, especially since
Hi,
Ramadan,
Tabby. Hello.
I really enjoy fasting.
Squish face. I had to go away. And I'll explain. I explained a little bit at the front. I had to go away because, as you've seen a couple of times, there have been a couple of times. One time when I was on a panel, I went off on a misogynist pig. I have a very hot temper. I got hot-tempered and I went off at Foodie one time. And when I get like that, I can sometimes go to a place that I can't come back from. And as a mature adult, I realize that I can be hot-tempered, I don't think clearly, and I'll let my emotions rule me. So I didn't want to come back until I wasn't mad anymore. And it took me this long to not be mad anymore. So I just did what I thought was right for me. Whether people thought that was the right move or not, I don't really care. That's what I needed to do. So that's what I did. And now I'm back. And I don't see myself going anywhere for a little while. I will just be streaming whenever I feel like it and making whatever videos I choose to. But I'm here and I'm back, and you can come and join me whenever I come live. And if you want to, while I'm talking about my channel, hit the like if you'd like to. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for everyone for being here. I'm so happy that you're here.
My body feels so good after it's like depleted all of its like stores. Is it glycogen? I don't know.
Her stores. It's depleted all of her stores. Now, this is a place where you could insert a really mean joke about Chantal having stores for days and weeks and weeks and weeks. However, the reality is Chantal doesn't understand or have an idea that her stores, I think this is part of her addiction. This is her addictive thinking. She's worried that if she doesn't get to consume a lot frequently, she's going to start to feel sick. She's going to start to feel low. She's going to start to feel down, and she is going to feel her sugar drop. So she probably thinks going a long period of time without food is bad for her and that she's going to go into starvation mode. What she doesn't realize is the human body can go 3 weeks without food. It can go 3 days without water, and it can go 3 weeks without food. Her stores are not going to be depleted within 24 hours. Put it this way, if she's on a desert island, she would probably be the one that they would find. Put it that way. And that's not to be mean because she's a large lady. That's just the reality of someone who is obese. You have a lot more in reserve than somebody who is slim. It's just facts. Whoa. Okay. Live, chill life. I am writing that down because I will do anything to find a replacement for like ramen, because oh my God, I dream about ramen. That's a fat bitch thing. I dream about ramen. Oh, thank you, Oceana, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Aw, I might just cry a little. Thank you. You're so generous. Thank you so much. Okay, I've got to go back. Liv. Actually, I'll write it down when I go back and watch the replay, because I like to go back and watch the replay and read all of your chats because I don't always catch them while I'm reacting. But just know that if it goes in there, I will read it at one point or another, whether it's now or later. Simples Meerkat, hello to you. Simples. Not to complain, but does it bother anybody else that she uses a plastic fork to eat? Even when I get takeaway food, I still have to use my silverware because the food just sits on the fork a lot better. You get a nice mouthful, whereas with a spork or a little plastic fork, you just don't get the right amount on the tines. It's like it falls off. It just doesn't feel right. It's not an enjoyable circumstance. Or for that salad, I would be using a spoon because I want to be able to get a bit of pomegranate, a bit of vinaigrette, a bit of salad, a bit of tomato, a bit of cucumber. I want a little bit of everything in a bite. I just don't feel like I could do that with a plastic fork. It bothers me. And I hate the way she holds a fork. I know it's petty and stupid, but I just hate the way she holds a fork with the pinky up. It's annoying.
And this way I get to enjoy food.
The big spoon was pretty gross. I'll admit that.
And as well, because any bit helps, and it does, even after you finish exercising, if you weight train, you still burn calories.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good for your metabolism.
Absolutely, for sure, Ghost. She does it to so she doesn't have to wash up. That's for sure. But I would rather wash up. Put it that way. You got to use a fork, proper fork.
So it's good on the body, good for the cardiovascular system, whatever.
Like she would know. Like she would know what's good for your body. It's good for your heart. It's good for your cardiovascular system. You know what else is really good for those two things? Not smoking, going for a walk, moving around, eating low sodium foods, eating low fat foods, eating more fruit and veg. All of those things are great for those systems. Let's see if you'll do those as well instead of just talking about it.
So that, my dears,
I absolutely love her with a big fat head like that.
is my plan.
It looks adorable. I'm sorry, it looks cute.
Will it work? We will see. I'm trying it. I'm not coming on here all cocky and being like, this is how it's going to work. Because honestly, I'm not sure.
Hi, Selena. Hello to everybody I haven't seen that's come in. I'm so happy everybody's here. I was a bit worried nobody would come, to be honest. Truthfully, I didn't think. I thought maybe I'd have 5. We'd have a nice, easy, slow chat, but I love seeing everybody in here. And the names that I know. It makes me feel nice, guys. I'm not going to lie.
Actually, before I sleep, maybe like an hour before I sleep or so, I have some kind of fruit. Like, I have cucumbers, pomegranate. It helps with hydration and vitamin intake.
Okay, so we know that when Foodie says, I usually or I like to, that means she's probably done it 2 nights. She's either done it 1 or 2 nights. So that means she's probably done it yesterday and the night before. Not that she's been doing this for a long time. It's not a habit yet. It's just something she's thought of and she's done it for a day. Because nothing is like habitual with her. She'll change her mind. But that just means she's done it at least once.
I take a B complex vitamin.
And actually eating fruit does not help you with your vitamin intake. Vitamin, like enriching your vitamins. Eating lots of different fruit and veg is good nutritionally, but it doesn't help you increase your levels if you are very, very low. You actually would have to take vitamins, like a larger concentrated dose. But having a varied and wide-ranging diet is so good because you'll get different doses of different nutrients that you wouldn't probably get from like more basic meals like, sandwiches, peanut butter, bread, butter, like kale, broccoli, cauliflower, greens. Your greens are great. Your carrots, your corn. Just if you eat lots of little different things, fish, salmon, meat, pork, lamb, chicken, all of the stuff will definitely help with the kind of vitamins that you intake. But just eating fruit and veg does not help you absorb or retain them in your body any better. Having a healthy body helps with all of that. Her system's so fucked up. I wouldn't even know what's going in there. I would not even I wouldn't even want to see her panels, her cholesterol levels, her hormone levels, her vitamin D deficiencies. This is probably why she's so mad and angry, because I would almost guarantee you as a non-professional, her vitamin D levels are absolutely in the basement. I could tell you that for now. Her cortisol levels, her joy hormones would be almost absent because she does no movement whatsoever. She has no joy. Her only joyful thing that she seems to do that she really likes is the shisha, and that's going to be affecting her heart and her lungs. So even the things that she loves are hurting her. So yeah, base camp 5 months. Base camp 5 months. We've only got 5 months and 2 weeks before we go to base camp, guys. Are you excited? I'm excited.
Vitamin D. Even though it's very easy to get vitamin D here.
Oh,
just look out the window for like 10 minutes.
Her organs would just be nuts.
The sun rises on the beach.
Oh,
we can see it.
What's Summer doing?
I'll show you a picture here. So gorgeous.
Oh. Summer, yes, totally. Now, I don't know how everybody else feels about this, but long time ago, about, let me think, how old would my son have been at the time? Probably about 8 or 9. I used to be in a belly dancing troupe. And I did that for about a year and a half, 2 years. And I was thinking about getting back into it. And I think the workouts are really good for your core, for your back, for your mentals, for your health, and just to make you feel nice, just makes you feel good. Does anybody do the belly dancing? Does anybody have any channels that they could recommend, intermediate to, not, I don't want to say professional, but maybe intermediate workouts? Is there anybody throw any recommendations out there for me that might have any good belly dancing channels that I can watch to get back into that? Because that's where my mind is at the moment. And I've got to get into my ballet classes again too. I don't like them, but I've got to do them for my hips.
So gorgeous. They give you a lot of garlic, yeah.
I think so too, Ghost. I think that's, I don't want to think that,
yes,
but that's what it looks like, to be honest.
So yeah, 2 kg down.
Everybody, bow and curtsy. The Queen has entered the chat. Milady.
It's a slow start.
Oh, Ashana, you have. Fantastic. Dum ticka dum dum. Ticka ticka dum ticka tick tick. Dum 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 ticka tick tick. Used to love the drumming. It was so good.
I'm giving you a huge bite.
Upside nay, yes, I have. I have done reformer Pilates at my gym that I'm signed up with, and I really enjoyed it, and it did help with my hips and my lower back immensely from the first session. Immediate improvement. So yes, I have to get back into that. My physical therapist recommended ballet classes or bar classes, reformer Pilates, and what was the other thing? There was one other thing. I can't remember what the other thing was. I think it was, I had to go and see a specialist. He gave me a whole bunch of stretches to do that I've never done, but I should do them. But I need to do the bar classes and the reformer Pilates. And then just the dancing, the belly dancing is just for fun. It's just for enjoyment.
Mm.
Oh, no way. No way. That is so funny. It seems like it must be something across the community that there are some sassy ladies in there that like to do a little bit of Middle Eastern dancing. Fancy. It's so good for you guys. Like, it's like for the ladies, it does so much for your body and for your, it's so good. And it's so fun. It is so fun. That's the most important part. Oh.
The meat is so tasty.
Oh, no.
The fries?
No. Ghost, oh my God. To say that I was a belly dancer is I could do the movements and I could do the choreography if I practiced hard enough. But to say that I was an elegant or a good dancer would be to hype myself up a little bit too high. Put it this way, I was your Lance Bass to the actual good dancers, Justin Timberlake. I was just filler at the back. I was not the star of the show. Let's put it that way. I was just there to make up the numbers.
There's just too many good foods out there. And there's no restricting because the restricting.
Upside Nay, are you a Brisbaneite too? Do you live in Bris Vegas like me? Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
Makes me panic.
Hi, Grateful Life. Hello. How are you?
Red alert, red alert. I swear.
You know how we know she doesn't like the salad is because she's absolutely smashed at least 4 of the pitters, finished most of the fries, hit up the chicken, and we've pretty much got 3/4 of that salad still left. She's not a fan of the salad. Not at all.
So this way you can just say, okay,
Oh, yay. Woo, woo. Go Brizzy. Go Brizzy.
you can eat it, but you have to do other things to maintain.
Upside nay, I have my hot pink flannel jammies on tonight because it's getting cold, and apparently this in the morning it's going to be about 10 degrees, which is unheard of unless you live in Ipswich. And I'm not about that cold person life. I am a bed sock, flannel, jammy, doona, blanket, bring my cat into the bed, hot water bottle style kind of gal. I do not thrive in the cold. Sorry.
About I know we sound delusional, but
Guys, does she sound delusional? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she sounds delusional. I don't think she's necessarily. No, she's delusional, but I think it's all part of the food addiction, all part of her ED. It's like it's almost like somebody who has an addiction to a substance or something saying, I'll cut back. I'll only have 1 hit a day. Or somebody who has a drinking issue saying, I'll just drink on the weekends, or it'll just be at nighttime after work. It's like it's reducing the impact of the addiction, but not addressing the addiction, just making it a functional addiction. That's what she sounds like. She's trying to work her addiction into her life and still try and get healthy and lose weight while still being in the midst of a harmful addiction. That's what it sounds like. So I guess that is delusional thinking. She just doesn't want to give up the thing that she loves the most, which is binge eating. Same, Ubs. I would absolutely, yeah, the warmth is where I thrive.
we will see with the weigh-ins, right?
We will see with the weigh-ins. Because I think that's the last weigh-in we'll get. Okay. Layla Isaac. Okay.
Have you guys ever had shawarma? They take this huge spit, pack all
I
chicken,
agree, Juliana.
and then
She does. If we took away food and added in any other addictive substance, she sounds like an addict. She's trying to create a lifestyle that makes the addiction work for her. And the fact that she's not getting any professional help, nothing's going to change until she has that. Absolutely is not going to change.
chicken breasts, marinated, and then it slowly turns in like a heat source, cooks it slowly,
Hi, trolling Bish.
and
Hey,
cooks
Tabby
with juices.
Nicole. What up?
It's like a creamy garlic sauce.
Oh, she does. I don't know if she just asked, but we've all heard of shawarma before, correct? We don't call it shawarma here. We call it kebab. We go to that kebab shop, right? We get the pita, we get tabbouleh, we get salad, we usually get carrots, carrot, lettuce, tomato, and then we've got your extra that you got to pay for, which is usually like pineapple, mushrooms, olives, and then your choice of sauces: barbecue, tomato, garlic, tahini, garlic yogurt, la da 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 da. And then they wrap it up, stick it in the panini press, cook it. That's your kebab. That's how we get the shawarma. You have doner, which is lamb and beef, and then you can get chicken, or you can get all 3 meats mixed together. But she's talking like nobody outside of the Middle East would ever have had the opportunity to experience shawarma or kebab. Like, she needs to explain it to us, that it's a meat stuck on a stick that spins around and gets cooked on the stick. Then they shave it off and put it on whatever bread or chips or with a salad or just on its own as you'd ask for it. We usually, Sine will probably agree with me. If you haven't had a 3 a.m. drunken kebab in your life, you have not lived. Hot dogs, pies, kebabs, they are our 3 a.m. drunk foods. There will be a kebab truck near wherever nightclubs open until 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when we have the shawarma. But not in the Western world. The Western world's never had shawarma.
Okay, guys.
Oh, yes. And can we have some congratulations in the chat for Juliana for 5 years sober? I am so sorry that I skipped straight over that because that is monumental. 5 years sober is nothing to scoff at. And I think sometimes it can be harder when you've had a bit of time in between it because you can get a little bit cocky and think, I've got this, no problems. And when you feel a little bit triggered, you think, oh my gosh, oh, have I not done the work? Am I starting to fail? No, it just means that you just keep working on your sobriety and you always need to. Congratulations to you.
Might eat a bit more salad, or save it. Put this in the fridge. I don't know.
I couldn't live that close to a kebab place. I'd be eating it all the time.
So thanks for listening to me.
Oh, yeah. We listened
So
to
Foodie.
Fatouche. Okay. So that was her 4 pounds, because we're going to do it in LBs. 4-pound weight loss announcement mukbang. Now, from the looks of the mukbang, I have not a lot of faith that this is going to go well and she's going to be making gains towards losing weight in the future. But I mean, Foodie's going to do what Foodie does, and she's got 2 ways she can go. She can improve her health and lose some weight, or just keep gaining. They're the only 2 things that can happen in this scenario. She can just keep getting bigger and bigger and harming her body more and harming her long-term health even more. So it's up to her what she does from here on out. I'm just here to watch it and give my thoughts and opinions about it and listen to you guys give her shit, and I'm going to give her shit too because she's ridiculous at this point. Okay, so who wants to do a little bit of a retro watch? I've gone on to Just Sayings. Oh, I've got to make sure I put that in the description too. I've gone on to Just Sayings channel and I've looked through and I wanted to see if there's anything interesting or anything iconic that I wanted to watch. Now, for me, I thought it was quite humorous when Foodie was talking about how it's okay to sleep with a married man because, you know, she's in another country. It's a marriage of convenience. No one cares. So I thought we might watch a stream. It's about how many minutes long? It's about 39 minutes long. I thought that maybe we could watch some content relating to Foodie talking about sleeping with a married guy. What do you reckon? So I think that is quite pertinent to our situation, seeing how she's an authentically married lady and has quite a few insecurities about that relationship. So I thought, let's delve into that, shall we? Oh, you went and watched some of her old ones? How far back did you go, Mary? Because I haven't watched a lot of her mukbangs and stuff. And she's taken so many of her videos off of her own channel. So we don't really have them in the original format anymore. They're all like pretty much edited. So I've just grabbed what I could off Just Saying because she's an archive channel and she's happy. She allows us to use her content. And these ones are a couple of, I think it's like a year or so old. So yeah, so she's all right. She's said it's fine to use her content. So that's okay. Oh, yeah. Let's give credit where credit's due, Juliana. That's hard stuff. A lot of people can't start the journey and then complete it for that long and then continue it as well. So you deserve to get a little bit of credit for your hard work. Well, a lot of credit for your hard work because it is one of the hardest things ever to do, is to admit to it and then go ahead and do it. Okay, so let's, oh my goodness, where is it? Here it is. All right. Okay, now I haven't pre-watched this. So I've watched like a little bit to know that what they're talking about and by the title, but this is old stuff that I'm happy to watch again. I was there for this stuff, but yeah, I just found this stuff very interesting. Now I have got her at 1.25, so she is sped up a little bit, but this is a very different looking foodie, very different indeed. Let me just pull her over to here so I can control her from the side. Look at me go, professional YouTuber. Okay, let's stretch her out, make her nice and big, and let's go. Let's go. There.
I promised I wouldn't order food, but why do all the men I date make me promise that I'm not going to order food and I'm going to go for walks every day? Manson, this guy, everybody else, everybody.
Actually, might slow
No
her
fast
down
food.
because she's already probably been sped up by Just Saying. So let's push her back to normal speed. I forgot that she does that. She's so clever. Okay, there we go.
But they're so abrupt too. Like, they're so like, I swear, on the menu he's like, no fries, okay. And me, I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure, I'm gonna order when I get home. And if you don't like it, I'll just sleep with someone else. Capiche? Red flag. I know Leo Queen. Anyways, he's married and has children in Turkey. Anyways.
Oh,
This was unplanned. Actually, this kind of just happened, like tucked in here. I'll tell you guys the story time later.
can someone just I don't know if anybody, oh, Oceana, you're here. Are you able to throw Just Saying's channel link into the chat, please? Because I would, if you haven't already subscribed, go subscribe to Just Saying JS, and you can watch the entirety of this video on her channel, Just Saying, and I will throw her link in the description once I go back to upload this later on. Okay, but yeah, if one of the mods, who I've got some mods in here, I'm sure I do. Oh yes, I've got quite a few. Just throw if you want to put her link in the channel, that would be fantastic. Thank you, mods. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm with someone, but it's not Natter. No coughing at all. No smoking. That's why. Damn it, Amber. Guess where? Starts with a T.
We haven't seen her tattoo in forever. Remember when she used to talk deliberately to show it off? Haven't seen it for so long. It's all covered up by tahini sauce and sleeves.
Mr. Caffeine, no. Hi, Chip Skip. Glitter on eyes. I know. Actually, it's not bad here. It's no Holiday Inn. Look at my wig. This is atrocious. But yeah, I'm having a really nice day. It's kind of unplanned. Look. Shut up.
Now remember, this is one of her many attempts to make Nada jealous. I'm with somebody new. He's pleasing me sexually, not like you did. He's so much better than you, Nada. Are you jealous yet? This is what she was basically doing at the time. But she looks kind of happy here. Smug, egotistical, smug.
You okay? You okay?
What?
Yeah. You want to say hi?
Hi, everything.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
She's with Dee Dee.
She's going to be awkward to the end. Now, all he did was say, hi, everybody. And she's laughing her ass off because she's awkward. Has no idea that is it's not appropriate for the moment. But that's what she does. She's just awkward.
Bugs, I have to. If you guys don't know where I am every minute of the day.
You say don't coffee, don't.
But that's invasive. Is that not invasive? When we know where she is every minute of the day, she tells us we are being invasive when we ask, where have you been for the last 16 hours? What were you doing? Who were you with? We're being invasive. But here she's like, oh, I need to stream every minute of my day. Oh, come on, hit the button. There we go.
Okay.
You say don't coffee, don't. Egg.
Yeah, we need to go eat.
Hi, Sean Nova. Hello.
And coffee and go eat maybe after. I don't know. Leave the room.
Oh, God.
I want to go get. Okay.
Guess what? We're going to talk about
Guys,
food, guys.
I'm not going to stay on long, but I was going to ask you guys. Do you think that we should go? Caleb. Okay, the quality's not good, so yeah, I gotta put the Wi-Fi on somewhere, but I'm gonna get off for now. And FFG's on her way. We're gonna go out and get some food and stuff and hang out and stuff. Went to like Gatineau Park and okay, I'll have to connect to the Wi-Fi. I have to go get the Wi-Fi password. I forgot to get it. But I want to use this big tub, so maybe we can go get
That's okay, Meerkat.
Rat Guy. I'll be back in I don't know, later. All right.
Hi.
Friends with benefits bees. Yeah, Canadian Eagle. That's pretty much what it is right now. But I just wanted to touch base because I feel weird. But I tried explaining. I'm like, if I don't go live every few hours, I feel really weird.
Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits, in my opinion, this is what I think friends with benefits is when you've had a platonic relationship with someone and then maybe you think, oh, they're a bit cute. They're very like-minded. Perhaps we could satiate some physical needs between us and still be cool and still be platonic outside of the bedroom. I do not think that that's the kind of relationships that Foodie was having. I think she probably had a barter system or a literal payment system set up. Or it was literally just hookups, just Tinder dates that wanted to bang, done and dusted. There was no friends with benefits situation. That would imply that they were friends or they had like a social connection and then they just hooked up because, I have a spare evening. Let's hook up. Let's go to dinner. Let's hook up. That's what friends with benefits would be to me. That did not seem to be the kind of relationship that Foodie had. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think?
I think I'm addicted to you guys. Yeah, I'm having a really nice time actually. Very,
My
very
cat
very nice.
is doing weird stuff.
Okay, I didn't think this through, but I'm hungry and I don't want to.
Okay.
I said I was just gonna go live for like an hour, but I think what I'm gonna do is go get
Where's Tabby
food.
going?
Maybe we can go food all together.
Okay, bye, Tabby.
Crisscross. I don't kiss and tell. Or yes, I do, don't I? Crisscross. I was thinking of making a casserole crisscross. I woke up. I went on my phone. My to-do list was beside me.
Okay. Now, I know I keep pausing it. Sorry, but I'm going to talk. Does this Foodie, I know she's probably high and she's probably buzzed and she's probably, she's just been done like a dog's dinner. So she's probably feeling pretty good right now. Does this Foodie seem happier than the Foodie that we see in Kuwait? Desperately stuffing herself with food to feel good? She seems more relaxed. She seems more chilled out. She's socially awkward and just cringe to watch. But her affectation tells me that she's in a happier place. She looks absolutely angry, miserable, put out, pissed off in Kuwait. The only time she seems to be having a good time is when she's raging or shitting on people or puffing on a shisha or doing an overindulging in a mukbang. Other than that, she just looks miserable.
And I looked
up. And before I comment, I did not react to the new abode, the new apartment. Okay, couple of things. It is a vast improvement to the tiny little place they were living in. Second of all, I do like the windows. The windows are unnecessary windows because we don't need windows. Nobody needs to look outside. Is there something dodge about that place? Sure. But is it an improvement on the little place that they were living in? Yes. Is it nice? Not really. But it's better. It's much better. What are you doing? My cat's doing stuff. What
Got
are
the
you
to-do
doing?
list, and then WhatsApp pinged.
What are you doing,
And
Bubba?
Hotman messaged me
Oh,
and
you
said, "Do you
want me
want to
to
go to a
come
park?
up? You want to come up?
Park, Hotman, park, hotel bees, or to-do list."
Come
And I just kind of like had a
Come
moment of
honey.
weakness.
Honey.
All right, I'm gonna go for now because I want to eat and spend some time. So so wholesome. There are too many moments of weakness. I know
What's Juliana
they outweigh the moments of clarity. That's for sure. All right,
doing?
I guess that's it.
Oh.
Just wanted to say hey, and then I'm on live, and
Oh, talking about ridiculous. I think I posted it to Twitter. Oh, not Twitter, on my community page. But I used that bold glamour filter from TikTok on my face. Holy shit. I looked like some kind of Russian supermodel. That filter is frightening, spectacular, but frightening. That is going to destroy men or the lesbians, all the female attracted people out in the world, or even the men. Even the men look good with that one. That filter is crazy. But yeah, the filters that they can do on TikTok and Instagram now are nuts. The world will never be the same. And there's a really cool AI TikTok filter that's going around now that makes you either a cyberpunk or like a tree or natural like greenery and a fantasy filter that makes you look so cool whenever you do it. It's different every time. And I love that. If you've used that one, put it in the chat. You know the one I mean? The new AI filter. And I like the Cartoonify one as well on TikTok. I think that's cool. I always use them, but I never post them because I'm like, I never think they look cute enough. But I do like using them just to see what they do. What are you doing, Baba? What are you doing, my
please
boy?
invite me next time. Please take us
Baby
with you to
boy.
get food. You will, because crisscross, I'm moving in a month, and all that to-do list will have to get done, whether it's last minute or not. Well, that will depend on me, I guess. All right, I'll see you guys later, okay?
I will say though, when I take photos and stuff, I don't use filters. Like I don't do anything. Whatever my camera shows, that's what I put out there. Because this is my face. And I don't want to show anything that's like, I don't want to appear more than I am. Because what I am is okay. Because my face is what real people look like. I don't have to be gorgeous. I don't have to be stunning. I don't have to be beautiful to be respected or have my opinion validated or have my thoughts validated. I don't have to be pretty for those things to count. This is what I look like. I'm an average looking person. And I don't have to filter myself to be able to show my face.
Bye.
Roman! Why don't you never invite me over when I'm in Gatineau, you friggin' bum? I'm waiting to take a ferry. Am I in the right spot?
An Almoid roller. Wow, Deb. You
I'm
are
waiting to take a ferry
OG.
and I don't know how to. I think that's the ferry coming now.
The
I'm
filters
scared.
are fun though.
No, I had a
guys.
really fucking good evening. Like, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Am I supposed to back out? Is he coming right here? Or where's he backing into? Yep. Oh shit, do I have to back up? I don't even know how to do this. Wait. Wait.
Jade, I'm going to have to call you out, Jade. Are you an Alsatian? Because your profile picture is that of a very handsome looking, what it appears to be either a Malinois or a German Shepherd. Now, Unless that's some kind of crazy dog filter, I do not believe that to be you.
Okay. Oh. I've never been on a ferry, like you can tell. I don't come on a ferry a lot, right?
Not gonna lie, I never, ever used to want to take pictures, but just like in the last probably, I think probably since I lost some weight, I don't care. It's so weird. Since I don't care how I look now. Like I value my body more than I value my looks. It's a weird change. Like before, I was so self-conscious about how I looked. Like everything had to be what I considered perfect looking. My hair, my makeup, my outfit, yada, yada. Now I'm just like tracky dacks and a comb through my hair is enough. And even though I look like I'm pretty fancy today, this is work makeup. I touched it up a little bit before I came on. I've come home, got changed out of my uniform, put my jammies on, jumped on live. So I haven't put on a full beat for you guys. This is what I normally look like when I go to work. Hi, English Virgo. Hello.
Hi.
In 600 meters, turn left onto Cameron Street, Ottawa 35.
Yes. English Virgo has literally the right vibe. I want people to be able to recognize me, not be stunned. It's like, oh my God, you photograph better than you actually look. I want them to know me, like know that it's me. I don't want them to be surprised or put off or disappointed. I want them to be disappointed from the get-go. Take one look and be like, nope. If you're okay, and then when you see me, you're like, oh my God, you're actually so much prettier in real life. That would be the best compliment I could ever receive. Oh, done it. Always do it. I always manage to run it
Let's
back.
say 60. I've been able to keep off 60 pounds. No, let's do 50. That, I'm able. He's from here, but he comes back and forth between.
Oh, we're going to
just unfortunate events. It's unfortunate that.
Here we go.
That she had to do that. And I guess.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Ghislaine is pissed off about it. I don't know the whole details about it. I think she said something publicly.
Grateful. I am so average looking, I can't even explain it. If you want to see someone who's beautiful, my best friend, she is a mixture between a 60s boho princess and a 1950s glamour movie star. She has that kind of beauty. She's beautiful. And I'm very, like photographs, she can't take a bad photograph. I have to work the fuck out of the angles to get a good shot, or she'll just be like, meh, and she'll look stunning. And I'm very jealous of that. But thank you for the compliment.
But I haven't even had time to go look what she said about it, so I'm not even too sure, to be quite honest. Thank you.
He wants me, guys. He wants me. He waved.
All right. I just have to, personally, to me, I don't give a fuck what people say about me.
Street, Ottawa 35.
But not everyone is like that.
I don't even know what filters. Do iPhones even have filters? I know that you can do like CPR, black and white, blah, blah, blah. But other than that, I don't think they have any. I don't think there are any. I think my cat wants to go out. I'm just going to see if I can let him out because he's harassing me.
Some people are sensitive.
Ottawa Regional Road,
some people do feel bullied. And, you know, I don't think that's so. Anyway, well, I'm just going to drive and talk and I'll address all your questions and everything after. I haven't smoked, obviously, because I'm out. I don't smoke when I'm out anymore, period, unless it's like I'm going to be gone for like a day or whatever. But this guy actually is. No, I was actually, he's like kind of staying. He's kind of like living at a hotel. So I didn't rent a hotel really. So yeah, it wasn't a rental. It was yeah. So it's because the guy actually isn't like, he's from here, but he comes back and forth between Gatineau and Toronto and does like construction work and like different work like that, like contract work. So, but I have been talking to him for a little while, so I got familiar with him and everything. First time meeting him, and lives in a hotel for now. He's going back to Toronto next week. Wanted to go out. Wanted to take take me out, so that was cool. So we went out to like a pub downtown, and since losing, I know I'm still.
Oh, and just to give some context, I'm back. I fed the cat really quick. Context, this is literally the man that she was seeing the day that she decided that I'm going to try out a hijab. The very next day, it wasn't the look for me. She was actually visiting the man that she's sleeping with, the married man, and the very next day she's like, yep, I'm wearing a hijab, I'm with Salah, I'm getting married, la-di-da-di-da. That's the transition period. Sleeping with a married man, don't care that he's married, wearing a hijab, engaged to Salah. That all happened within a matter of 4 days. Context.
I'm not skinny queen or anything, but I'm telling you, my stamina since losing even, let's say a good 50 pounds, I've been able to keep off 50, 60 pounds. Let's say 60. I've been able to keep off 60 pounds. No, let's do 50. That, I'm able to walk around. Like, I was able to do things since I'm back on my medication too that I couldn't do.
Okay, so she reckons here she was 50, which is 25 kilos, 50 pounds lighter. She's put all that weight back on because she says that I can walk around. I'm free. I'm not breathing as hard. My mobility is better. We know that she can barely walk. She struggles to breathe, even just going to the front door. So that means she's put on the 50 to 60 pounds already, which would put her at 390 pounds. If she put on 50 pounds, she's at about 380, 390. So we're already knowing that she's telling fibs about her weight. She's kidding herself or she's kidding us. I don't know. Don't know which one it is, but something's not adding up.
Do with my anxiety, like previously, like there's a parking garage downtown in the Byward Market. Do you know how many freaking years I've avoided the Byward Market just because of the parking garage?
Leslie, that seems to be one of the theories, is that perhaps it wasn't so much of a spiritual shift, but an aesthetic. She wanted something that would cut down her chins, something that would cover up her body. I think it was probably a combination of both. She's always been a little bit self-conscious about her chins because she used to wear the turtlenecks. You know, I remember when she used to be doing this all the time, like she'd be like pulling it up over her chin like it would make her face look smaller. The hijab would be a natural progression. The fact that it's also something that is attached to being a Muslim, and she just so happens to have found her soulmate in Kuwait who happened to be a Muslim man, even though she never wore a hijab when she was with Bibi, who was also a Muslim. But I think it was a combination of the fact that she wanted something to slim her face down without actually having to lose weight, and the fact that she was trying to impress, attract, and retain a man of the Muslim faith. I think it probably just worked hand in hand, but it's definitely something that has been bantered around that it was more of an aesthetic choice than a spiritual one.
I have a phobia of parking garages. If you have really bad anxiety disorder,
And her balding.
I think you'll get what I mean. Maybe not, but
as well, yeah.
I find being medicated, I'm able to do things like that more, like go in parking garages.
Susanna, hello. Nice to see you. Oh, sorry, not Susanna. Suzanne, hello.
I had to explain. I sleep with a machine, and I don't like sleeping out, so I'm going home. So that's why I'm going home right now. It's Kurdish, so. But yeah, I had a really nice time. Had a blackened chicken salad, Caesar salad, but he didn't really understand the menu, so he ordered that for himself too, but there was bacon on it, and then I was like, oh no. So he had to like order it another time, and yeah, and it's really nice whenever like you go out to dinner and a man reaches for his wallet, I will admit. Yeah, but I felt bad because, you know,
I don't know whether this is something that's like, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's, is that unusual though? Or is she just, I think the reason that she's saying that is more so to call out Nada than to be like, he's so into me, he totally digs me. It's probably more to be in contrast with the way that she was treated by Nada, because in all honesty, I don't know about the other ladies and other gents that date men in the world. when I go on dates, most men offer to pay, or they pay before I even get a chance to offer. Before I was married and went out with dates and with boys and men, that culturally, men either paid, offered to pay, or asked me, or asked to treat me. That's not that big of a flex, right? Like, that's customary. Where I grew up, that's generally customary. The fact that that's something new for Foodie, I don't think that's new. I just think that's because she is just trying to crush Nada's spirit as a man by saying this man will pay for me when you are incapable of paying for me.
I don't know. I always feel bad, even though, like, I tried to explain that to him. I'm like, I don't mind. Like, I was going to pay you guys, and I know you would freak out on me for that. I was going to pay, and he explained to me, and he's a real man. He's like 40. So.
Same, Juliana. I know more about the Muslim faith now than I did before Foodie. Isn't that terrible? I should have been more curious about things going on in my world, but you can't always dictate where inspiration comes from, right?
He explained to me. He said it's not about if the man or the woman makes more money. It doesn't matter. The man, even if he makes less money than you, should be paying for your meal. And I was like, oh, okay. All right.
That's a tough one because I think it depends on the person. If I make more money than a man that I'm dating and he still wants to pay for me, that's more of a cultural thing, an agenda bias thing, rather than like being considerate of that person. And a power play. That just seems to be like a cultural trend, right? Men used to pay for women because women couldn't have the income, because we often couldn't work. We couldn't pay for ourselves. That's why that tradition started. But now women have their own income. We have our own power. We have our own social, like social stance and place in society where we are more of an equal because we have our own income. We have more power for ourselves. So if I made more money, would it be logical for me to say, I will pay for you because I have the greater income? I think that would just be something that you would mutually agree on. It's like, I'll shout myself because that's what I feel comfortable with. You pay for you. Maybe the next date you'll pay. The date after that, I'll pay. I don't know how I would feel about it if I was dating now about a man paying for me. I guess it would depend on how I felt about the man and how our relationship was and how if I asked him out or if he asked me out or how he approached that with me would depend on how I would say yes or no. But I think for Foodie, it's a flex. Like, she has a very warped view on male-female relationships. So it's a bit different. Like, I don't think she has a healthy view on the power balance.
He's like, and you should never, ever tell anybody how much money you ever make, ever. So I had a really nice time. Really, really, really nice time. This is TMI, but I'm like,
Oh,
4 times.
Nice, Mary. That's lovely.
So yeah. Anyway, okay, so I'm not in love. I can't tell you the amount of freedom I feel just being able to.
This is Chantal Foodie Beauty. Prior to the cosplay. This is Foodie with a wig instead of a hijab. This is Foodie while she was having a sexual relationship with a married man. But it was okay, Hale, because he wasn't in love with his wife and they were far away from each other. They had that miles and miles and miles away. So it was okay because it didn't matter. Even though they had kids and they were married, doesn't matter because they were far, far apart and he didn't love her. That's who we are watching. We're watching that Foodie Beauty.
Just go out on these dates with these men and or even just whatever I feel like doing. It's just really too bad that I'm not able to announce that I'm going to be in a fashion show without people fucking possibly, or just one person actually, possibly wanting to purposely ruin it for
In
what
600
reason?
meters,
Just to be
use the right
funny?
2 lanes to take the
I
Ottawa
don't know.
Regional Road 55 exit toward John Dark.
I'm at fault for not being more private, but just because you can show up somewhere and just because I announced that I was going to be in something, actually, first I don't even think I did, and then Monty was like, she's going to be in Rock and Roll. Like, why do you have to just be a fucking asshole and just really just dig it in there, you know? Just because you can, right? May as well be a shit human. Just
Is she new? Is she new? Does she not know the community that she's in? Does she not know that people will do things to upset her and trigger her? But she talked about it. She announced it. She talked about how she'd been invited. I mean, yes, do people have to go that far? No, but you can't control that. You can't dictate what people are going to say and do and how far they're going to go. Would you hope that people would be nice and respectful? Sure. But that's not the community that she has or the community that she's in.
because you can.
Turn left.
Why not?
Boulevard
Why not?
Ottawa 55.
So, I don't know. Someone who got really upset about the whole ordeal and just found like, you know, like this Guylaine is a very nice lady and just has this positive message and had a really, you know, just she was as a bigger woman and she was just looking to spread like she was doing Rock and Roll a favor because
Continue
like, you know,
on
she's
John
like
Boulevard North for 800 meters.
the image for them, and then, you know, she gets bullied or whatever at this event or feels bullied, you know, and like I don't know why that's funny that people find that people feel bullied, like, you know, like that's just very dismissive of people to be like, oh, well, what a fucking woman.
Nobody was trashed at that fashion show except Chantal. I reviewed the fashion show. I did my own review of the outfits and things like that. I don't think anybody was bullied in that. I had no feelings about anybody else in that fashion show. I thought there were some pieces in there that were fantastic, really nice. Even some of Chantal's outfits were really nice. The designs were good. They were flattering for her. Nobody in that fashion show was trashed by any other creator. The only person who was probably made jokes about was Chantal because of her history, the relationship she has with reaction channels, and, you know, just, you know, the climate that she lives in. Nobody was mean to the other people in that fashion show. So she can just forget about that. That's inaccurate.
Was like,
That is
you know,
not
like you can't.
correct.
Why are you can't say how people feel. It's not up to you. You know.
Second exit onto Jean D. Arc Boulevard South Ottawa Regional Road 55.
So, that's it. I mean, yeah, that was it. And so, I mean, I took mine down because
Clapping back and calling shitty people out on shitty behavior is not bullying.
I was asked to, probably because of that her being in the video, you know, and which I didn't even really think. Maybe she does, like, you know, she's kind of a celebrity, so I mean, I'm just having her in my video without even asking. I didn't, you know, of course I didn't even think about that. But I don't know, like, I don't know what to say about it. I just really just think it's fucking
3 a.m. Donna is a rite of passage. If you're in your mid-20s and you've gone out, you've had a greasy, yogurty, barbecue saucy chicken kebab. Shawarma. In other words, a shawarma. But we call them kebabs.
you know, these things. I will never, ever, ever announce these things until I'm done. And I have to really, that is hard for me. You know, it is hard for me to keep my mouth
Turn
shut.
right onto Woodcliff Private.
But I'm absolutely going to, I have to. I mean, especially, you know, if I don't want people crashing my parties, you don't invite them to.
She was mad. She was actually upset that other people didn't go to support her. Yet she was mad that the one person she didn't want showed up in real life. So if anybody else had shown up to the fashion show, she would have been like, stalkers, you're crazy, weirdos. But she wanted people to be there to support her. Which one is it? See, this is the thing. We're trying to find logic where logic doesn't live.
They weren't invited to the party.
Your destination will be on the left.
That's what crashing is, I guess.
It was a public event. Every fucking person was invited. It's public. public, which means everyone is welcome, everyone is invited.
You just have to I'm sure if I had known she would have been a total asshole, I would have asked them to ask her to leave because, just based on how it's affecting other people. I remember Jack Douglas, Beezer saying that in his.
You had a couple of opportunities to ask her to leave when she showed up. Afterwards, the second you saw her, you could have said, look, I'm not comfortable with this person, with our history being here. I feel like she might make a scene. Do you think you could get security to maybe ask her to leave quietly? That would make me feel a lot better. She didn't do that. Before the event, during, or after, she was happy to smile and laugh it up for photos. And then when she was embarrassed and humiliated afterwards, because she felt that way, she decided to try and change the storyline, which is classic foodie move.
Super chat. That's exactly the problem. It's not just about me, FFG. This is not just fucking YouTube, okay? This is bigger than that. So yeah, you fucking showing up and being a complete fucking bully asshole to appease your
Welcome home.
fans or whatever the fuck you feel good about yourself. I don't know, but you're basically a piece of crap. No, my band. They didn't say I was banned, but
she's talking about FFG being a piece of crap while she's just talked about fucking a married man, and that's okay and that's cool. But FFG is a piece of crap. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, but I heard she's going to take legal action possibly against FFG, so I don't know. That's out of my hands. No, it wasn't Gilan who reached out. Yeah, they did. Why did they make you take down your video? Because Gilan was in it. I don't know, Flavera. I don't know the whole details. I didn't talk to her. I don't know what the deal is. Apparently she was really upset about it. I don't know.
Now,
Mr. Caffeine, no.
oh, no.
Hi, Chips.
Go back.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Not me. I
Yeah. I don't know about anybody else, but if I'd been in a fashion show and there had been blowback and somebody that I had respected or I had no hard feelings towards, I would be calling them, asking them specifically, what is the problem? What do I need to do? How can I help you out? What's the go? I would be wanting more information. I don't know, or I'm not sure, would not be good enough for me. Does anybody else feel like that? Like, I would want to know what I could do to better the situation or take myself out of harm's way. Whatever I can do to repair the damage, I would try to do. But Foodie's just like, nah, not me, not bad, taking down the video, I don't care, I'm just walking away. That's what it sounds like to me. Or she knows and she doesn't want to tell because she's embarrassed because it's not looking good for her.
I need a lawyer for sure. She never said anything about other models. Well, did she say anything about Gilan or anything like that? Because she's really mad at FFG. I think.
No, she didn't.
It was I think maybe about maybe using her image without.
She actually said, because I remember that she actually enjoyed Gilan the most. She was the hype woman for the fashion show. Some of the outfits that she wore were a little bit ostentatious for some of our tastes, but she had great energy. She was having fun. She was trying to interact with the people that were in the room. She didn't trash talk Gilan or any of the other models. The only person that she had some stuff to say about was Foodie. That was it. So no, Foodie was she turned the fashion show sour. Had Foodie not been involved, there would have been no controversy whatsoever. And perhaps if FFG didn't go, but it was the totality of the two things combined together that made it a bit sour. But people that were there seemed to enjoy the fashion show. It went off without a hitch. There's no interruptions. Nobody threw anything on stage. Nobody yelled anything inappropriate. Other than what Foodie's feelings are afterwards, that was the only thing that made it bad. So it seems.
Her permission. I mean, I just filmed the whole fashion show. I don't know. She was in the fashion show, so I filmed it. But I didn't know that I couldn't use her image without her permission. So, I mean, I just asked, can I film? And they said yes. So.
Nice. Who said no?
Hi, Northern. I get her being pissed about FFG, but using her image, is she yeah, I don't know. I just think that they're like a little freaked out because they're maybe not used
Hi,
to the negative
Penny M.
exposure.
Hi.
But I mean, if you're a celebrity, wouldn't you be used to that? Like, it wouldn't, especially like one promoting positive body image, like, wouldn't you be used to people being a fucking asshole? And anything, like, fucking, I don't know.
So now this is where Foodie Beauty turns and starts to gaslight the body positive people by telling, if you're body positive, wouldn't you be used to negative attention? Wouldn't you be used to people giving you shit? So what's your problem? Like, seriously, you're talking about a sensitive topic, aren't you? Wouldn't you expect people to be giving you shit? Like, deflecting. Like, my involvement has given you shit to your event. That's your fault. It would have come anyway, regardless of if I was involved or not. Like, pick a lane. There's lanes. There's 2 lanes. You got to pick one. You can't be in both. You can't drive down the center line, Foodie.
I'm used to it, so I'm not surprised. It could have been, it could have been like just because it was just like, you know, maybe like a really professional.
The Cuba Rage is iconic, and not in a good way. It is, I won't say iconic, it is a marker. It is a benchmarker in the Foodie Beauty girl world. It was a time and place where there was an implosion, and we got to see it in real time over hours and hours. Like, I've never seen or endured or experienced anything like Cuba Rage. It was different to Pumped Up Kicks, and it was different to Paper Clips. She's got some like real strong markers in her timeline for over the last 12 months. Well, it's 18 months now, that you can point to as transition phases where things have shifted and changed for her. Cuba Rage was epic in the worst way. She will never, ever move past Cuba Rage. Unless she has some sort of miraculous transformation, she will always be remembered for that stream. Always.
Like career thing for her, and then it was just like, seemed like it was just made a fucking mockery of, because I don't know. I don't know. Well, they did say that they got like they were getting trolled or whatever, and they talked about that and how they like could deal with that because like they just fucking block, ignore, whatever. Like, you know, there's like absolutely zero fucking reason for them to be harassed. None at all. I'm confused because everyone was filming.
And that's okay, because the people in the fashion show were not harassed. Nobody made derogatory remarks. Nobody said anything nasty about the way they looked, their size, their weight, their presentation, their performance, their energy, their attitude. Nobody said anything negative about the other ladies in the fashion show. None.
Everyone was filming, but not everyone went after the show and called it a fatty show and was making fun of everybody.
No,
and
just you.
Everything else. No, nobody did that. I don't even know if I was supposed to even tell you guys that. I don't know. I'll just have to really, whenever
I remember a few reaction channels actually complimenting some of the other ladies in the fashion show on how they looked, how they walked, their outfits, how pretty they were, how their makeup looked. I thought some of them were great. And I even mentioned that in I was there for the outfits, not for the models. I was actually there like looking at it from a previous personal stylist. And I do want to point out, there is a difference between high fashion styling and personal styling. The difference is high fashion is using avant-garde, high fashion, designer materials, designer items to create unique looks like Gucci, Versace, YSL, Fenty, all of those kind of like looks and garments to create high fashion looks. And then there is personal style, whereas you use colors, body shape, and your personality and your preferences, fashion preferences, to create looks for you. They are very different. I am not what I would consider a high fashion stylist. I was doing personal styling. Very different. That's why when I do my fashion vlogs, I often will buy Susan Gray, Kmart, Myers, David Jones. I don't buy high fashion designers because A, can't afford it, B, it's not relatable, and it's not stuff that I wear. I wear what most budget conscious women wear. I shop where everybody else shops, and I just create my looks from there. It's different from high fashion looks. If I could afford Gucci and Versace and YSL, I would buy it, but I cannot. And I'd be a little scared because I drop stuff on myself and make messes, and I don't want to ruin those nice fancy things. So I'm happy with my $10 Target shirts, my $5 Kmart shirts. That's the kind of fashion stuff that I do, and that was the kind of styling that I did. So that was how I was looking at the fashion show, the body shaping, the colors, the textures, what flattered, what didn't, how it worked, and what would make it better. That's how I looked at the fashion show. I wasn't looking at a let's give shit to Chantal and rip her a new one. It was more of let's look at why this is good and why this is bad and how would it be improved. That's literally how I looked at it.
Go to events or do any kind of thing like that, I will just have to sadly keep it very private because
Agreed.
I'm just not a normal YouTuber.
100% Juliana. Could not have said it better myself. I don't care how drunk you get. You do not turn into a bigot just from drinking some whiskey or vodka or tequila or wine. It's in there. You just have dropped the mask. Your filters are gone. Those thoughts are not sprouted or not. She likes to say that she was under a lot of stress and she was under the influence of nada. I'm sorry, but he was not in the room. He hadn't spiked a drink. He hadn't cast a spell. Those thoughts were your own. The wine just made them come out. The rum just unveiled your true face. I don't care how much he tries to say that she was pushed to that point. I don't believe it. Absolutely do not believe it. Because there are people who can drink who have a lovely soft personality, or they'll get sleepy, or they get singy, or they just want to dance. They don't turn into raging bigots.
Where I have to realize that. Like I
Natural ginger.
can't have nice things.
Hi.
People ruin it.
Hello.
I
Hi.
promised I wouldn't order food, but why do all the men I date make me promise that I'm not going to order food and I'm going to go for walks every day? Manson, this guy, everybody else. Everybody.
You're a shoe girl.
They try to change you. I'm not
Jade's
beautiful
into
enough,
shoes.
and I am.
Now, Jade, being a shoe girl, are you a pedicure girl as well?
I think they're
I
always
always
talking about health
think-
because people in other
Whoops.
cultures.
I always think that people that like shoes must want to have perfect, lovely looking feet as well. Like you've got to have nice nails, you've got to have like pedicure done, you've got to have your skin, sort of scuffed back, when you do your little what do they call it? Debrided, moisturized, you take care of your feet because you like shoes and you want them to look nice in your shoes. I just buy whatever fits, to be honest. I'm a clothes girl, not necessarily a shoes girl. But I do like my shoes to match or to go with my outfits. So I do have essentials. I'm a basics girl. I have combat boots. I have Cubans, and then I'll have sandals. I love sneakers. I'm a sneakers girl. I love sneakers. Then I have slippers, and I have slipper socks. I love bed socks. I don't have a huge amount of shoes, but I do like shoes. And then I have a couple of pairs of stilettos, but I'm very much a sneakers girl.
They don't understand.
They go with
obesity
everything.
when they're like, no fast food. But they're so abrupt too. Like they're so like, I swear.
Ginger, I imagine that you are a lady who would use your feet to seduce a man. You have seductive feet, I'm sure of it.
The menu, he's like, no fries? Okay.
Hi,
And
Georgia.
me, I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure. I'm gonna order when I get home.
Jen. No.
And if you don't like
No,
it,
that's
I'll just
somebody
sleep with someone
else.
else.
Georgia's separate.
Red flag. I know Leo Queen.
Hi.
Anyways, he's married and
Hi.
has
Nice to
children
see
in
ya.
Turkey. Anyways, but he's not gonna see his family for like 3 years. That's really sad.
My favorite pair of shoes that I have in the whole wide world are my Vans. I bought them when I was in Chicago. They are purple with tie-dye swirls on them in pink, purple, sky blue, and neon yellow. I bought them after I'd lined up for the BTS pop-up shop for 3 hours in the freezing cold and the freezing rain. My feet got frozen because of the weather and because they were wet. I went across the road to Foot Locker, bought myself a pair of Vans. I've had them for 4 years now. They're my absolute favorites. I love my Vans.
What? He doesn't do his wife, so. No, he said it was normal. He's allowed to sleep around when he's in. I don't know. Yeah.
Tara, his wife and kids are in another country. It doesn't count. Well, I didn't know he was married. But like, I mean, it's just his wife in the other country. It's not the same.
Wait, Ghost, do we need to stage an intervention because you have 5? Where do you even store 500 pairs of shoes? I've got like maybe 10, 15 pairs of different types of shoes. And that takes up the whole bottom row of my closet. Where does one put 500 pairs of shoes? That's insane. I'm going to have to stage an intervention. I'll schedule that live for next week.
So it's like an arranged marriage. They don't love each other. What? You hussy. Why isn't he a hussy?
Oh, okay. I'm thinking that you probably have like an entire like bedroom just decked out as a dressing room with like Jeffree Star style with just racks and racks and racks and racks and racks and racks of shoes with like each pair of shoe has its own little cubby hole and it's color coded and by heel length. That's what I'm thinking.
He's allowed to have multiple wives. Homewrecker Arkin coming. Well, the way he explained it, like he's not going to see his family for. He's not like in a loving relationship with his wife. It's just fit for the kids.
Okay, so if we put it into perspective, they're not in a loving relationship. That's like condition 1 of being able to cheat on your spouse. It's only in it for the kids. So basically, they're only together for Harry. So that means when Chantal goes back to Canada, when her visa is up, Salah can fuck all he wants. He could have 15 blondes over in the red room. They've got a spare room now. He can make that his, I don't know, 50 Shades of Grey room if he wants to, because distance is okay. And as long as you're not in a loving relationship, totes fine. You can bang away. It's all good.
I'm smiling because you don't understand the situation, and it sounds bad. Chantal never had a girl code
Hi,
card.
Stacey. Hi.
Yes. I wouldn't actually sleep with my friends' boyfriends. I swear, the guy just walked by with his dog and he looked at where I was parked. I can't fucking wait to move the fuck out of here. Anyone complains about
Going by Chantal's logic and Chantal's rules here, totally fine for Salah to get his freak on while she's gone.
Again in my new place where I park are getting fucking beheaded. I'm just kidding. That was a joke, guys. Well, he said all right, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not right, and I will not do it again.
She does do it again.
Somebody getting laid will lie. Who knows how many married men I slept with? They don't tell me. How am I supposed to know? I don't know. If I know they're married, yes, absolutely.
Perhaps if you took your time to know someone before you jumped them or paid them, you would know if they're married or not. And maybe if you actually ask the question, are you married? I don't know. I don't know how Tinder works.
And tonight, if I had known before, like if he was like, no, I wouldn't have. He told me he was single.
Who thinks she would have given a shit if she'd known he was married? I'd actually think that Foodie would be like, cool, I'm sleeping with the married guy. He wants to sleep. How many times has she said, your husband would rather fuck me than fuck you? How many people, how many visas, and how many other women outside of her chat has she said that to? Oh, your husband would, yuck, he'd rather sleep with me. She would probably take that as a badge of honor more so than, oh God, that's gross. I would never sleep with a married man. Ew. She would be like, yeah, I stole him away from his wife. I'm so hot. That's how she would take it. That's how it seems she would take it from my experience.
No, Tony's not married. Okay, here's the thing with Tony, and I'm going to totally fucking out him tonight. Listen to this, Aisha. Well, fuck, I deleted the picture. So then I wrote, like, and I didn't, and I don't remember how it happened. What did I say? We were talking, and then we were making like, tentative
While we've
plans.
got this shot up, okay, we have a nice shot of Chantal's lovely hairless hair here. She's clean. It's clean shaven at the moment. From what we can see here is she has, can I show it? Do you see it? Yeah, okay. See how can you see my cursor, guys? Let me know if you can see my cursor. See how we've got a little line here, little baldy line. We've got a little bit of patchiness here. We've got a little bit of patchiness here. Who thinks that this is super, super, super long and then we're just completely bald on top? That's what's happening under the hijab. She likes to think that she's a Pantene commercial. I believe she thinks she's Cindy Crawford from 1985. I think she's probably more Mad Max than she is Cindy Crawford. But go off, sis. I don't care how much jojoba oil you put on those hairs, you have not got a full head of hair.
And then I'm like, what are you doing this weekend? And he's like, Saturday, I have to see my sister. I'm available on Friday or on Sunday. And because yesterday, you know how I felt like doing fuck all. So I would just say, well, so then how about Sunday? I'll see you Sunday. And then I left, my last message to him was, j'ai envie de toi, meaning like I'm in the mood for you. Like I crave you. So then you would expect him to like confirm or like, you know, at least say something. He does. I don't hear from him until today. That was Friday. I messaged him. So I don't hear back from him until today at 6:30 p.m. when I'm with this other guy. And he's like, me too. So get in your car. He like send it like bullet point, like, me too. Get in your car, pull away, and come see me right now. Like probably trying to be sexy kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I was like, obviously not answering. I feel really bad. So then he was like, oh, so then he messaged me
Does
like,
she look like she feels really bad? No, she looks like she's like, yeah, I've got all these men who want me. I've got this man demanding I run on over to see him because he craves me. He just wants to get his dick wet. That's literally it. And he knew that she'd be a sure thing.
I didn't answer him obviously because I was already busy. So he answered, he wrote, so, and then I didn't answer, and then he wrote, and you don't answer as usual.
Uncle
What? How do
Arthur,
I not answer as usual when you
Wait.
didn't answer me on Friday?
are you talking about the Uncle Arthur? Or have I missed something? Upsy nay, upside nay. When? What, like, is this Glenn Robbins doing Uncle Arthur still? Is there like a performance? Is it for a comedy festival? What's it for? That's so cool. God, I haven't watched him since The Comedy Company. That's crazy.
Friday. So no, you don't answer me as usual either.
Hi, Amber.
So I don't like these
Hello.
fucking games, but I have a crush on Tony, but I don't like the games. So that's the only problem. Those are the red flags that get on my nerves. No, I had sex 4 times with a married man today. And then as I was getting,
Yeah.
and then as we were getting ready, he's like, again?
I don't like. For me, it's like if you've already got a partner, you don't have room for me. And that means you have no loyalty. And loyalty is important. Honesty is important. Like, so even if you're not lying to me, even if you've told me, look, I'm in a relationship, I'm committed to somebody, which you're not really committed to them, you're lying to them. The fact that you're willing to lie to somebody else, even if you're not lying to me, makes you dishonest and makes you a liar. So if you're willing to lie to them, why wouldn't you be willing to lie to me? And it's just ick. And the other ick factor is that sleeping with me means you're taking home whatever I've got, and with whoever else I've slept with, you're taking that home to somebody who is not consenting to sleeping with a whole bunch of people. Because when you sleep with somebody, you are consenting to sleep with whoever you think they are sleeping with. So unknowingly, she slept with Foodie Beauty, she slept with Nada, she slept with Dee Dee, and all the other bitches that Nada had slept with. And then she's sleeping with all the guys that she's hooked up with Tinder. This poor woman who, if she was living in the same country or the same town, has unconsensually slept with everybody that Foodie has slept with, if she'd slept with her husband. That's the bit that I don't like, is I want to be the boss of my sexual health. So when I'm sleeping with you, I'm consenting to sleeping with you and you only, not everybody else in the world.
And I went, no. And I gotta go home. Holy shit.
He does have a full head of hair, doesn't he, Uncle
Boo her
Arthur?
for being a hoe.
And a very
Boo,
sexy
hoe.
hearing aid. And that
It's
Cardi.
okay, I know.
You won't share, but it's funny at this point.
Those actually get laid.
Sleeping with married men. Well, I didn't know what, like, he has a family.
Hi,
in
Christy.
Turkey.
Hi, Christy.
Like, I'm like, is it normal for you to sleep with women when you're like, yeah, it's not the same. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. He said it's okay, so.
If he says it's okay, then it's okay. I don't have to look at my own moral compass and look at my own standards and my own integrity. As long as he says it's okay, it's all right.
Married men are off limits. All right, fine. I won't see him anymore. Yeah. Anyway, that guy won't want to talk to me anymore anyways because I'm picking out. No, honestly, I didn't know he was married. Like, he told me he was single for like this whole time that we were talking, obviously. Like, but for him, he sounds like it's totally normal the way he was just talking about his family. Like, it was nothing like. And then, like, I think maybe they're not together that way. I don't know. Yeah, no, I did, of course. And he
Hi.
even asked me if I'm single or
Hi,
married or
Becca
whatever.
Boo. Hi.
You slap his face and walk out. Yeah. I'm like just surprised. I think I just don't really think about it as much as I should. Because I just like naive to think, oh, like as if a married man would come on a dating app. Like I'm really dumbfounded that they do this.
Do we miss the villa, guys? Like, honestly, are we a little bit nostalgic for the villa? Are we like the chair, the kitchen chair? Wonder what happened to that kitchen chair. I mean, that thing needs to be in a museum, right? The workmanship, the company that built that chair needs to be like given a design award for that chair because it went through some ish. It was the MVP of that villa. I mean, that chair destroyed floors. That's how well built the chair was. The floor gave in before the chair did. Like, oh my God, the construction.
Oh, Rectel. She's in a committed relationship with Uber Eats. No, I don't think they're in a happy marriage or something.
Deb, I don't know if it was that she was open, more so that she was high. Like she was under the influence of something that made her more relaxed, it made her a bit more happy. It probably took her, impaired her judgment as well. So I don't know if it was that she was open. I just think she was high a lot.
Something. He's not going to see her for like 3 fucking years. So maybe he has to move on.
I know,
Maybe he's taking
Oceana, the
asylum.
good old
Like, he had to leave
days.
his family.
Like,
He needs some comfort while he's here. It's true. He needs some help. I'm glad I'm not married, seeing as how half of them fucking cheat on their wives. Jesus Christ. No thanks. Hugbox is not Hugboxy. Well, that's all right. I don't deserve it. I was like, what the fuck? But there's a huge language barrier too. Like he doesn't speak any English except for thank you. And you say me. That's about all he knows. He reminded me a lot of Mason, actually. I did cheat before, but I'm not a cheater because I wouldn't cheat anymore. And I didn't cheat. I made that resolution and I never did after that. He wants to still see me. So I don't know what he's planning. Norma Jean, but I don't care if the internet drags me.
now let's just look at Foodie's face here. She doesn't have the weird swollen cheek. She does look like she's smaller here. You can tell it in her chin, you can tell it in her face, her body. She just looks smaller. So her face looks a lot like her cheek is the biggest worry for me. That makes me think there's something blocked, fluid retention, which makes me think her heart and her lungs are struggling. She actually looks better here than she does currently. That is scary. That's really scary.
I just don't want them to steal my stuff and ruin my stuff. But all I'll have to do, like, I just don't want them to come for me in real life. Drag me all you want online. I don't really give a shit. And don't fuck with my money. Other than that, I don't care. Like, you know, I should be able to tell it's a human activity. You know what I mean, Norma Jean? Like, I should be able to come online and be like, I slept with somebody. That's, you know, people who subscribe to Chantal Sarrol know what kind of fucking mess I
She
am.
did
Why would you
cheat on
expect? Why would
everybody.
anyone expect anything different? I just want to be able to just fucking talk about whatever I want.
Hi,
I don't wanna
Andra.
have to be
Say
fake and
hi.
careful about what I say. You know, I don't know. I mean, I am trying to be careful about what I say to some degree, but I don't find what I say to be like, why? You know what I mean? I'm here for the full Chantal. You guys don't. The thing is, it's like the minute I start being fake be on my voice. I don't like when you're fake. So why the fuck? Like what? You know, like which one do you want me to be? I'm just being what I'm being at this point. To talk about the fashion show before it happened,
Okay.
you should have done a private member.
Let's discuss that. She's like, I'm just being what I'm being. You don't like it when I'm fake and I do my BMI voice. I'm just being me. I'm just being who I am. I think the fact that it doesn't seem that she has a sense of self. She actually doesn't know who she is. It's like she's trying to be a nice, good person, but that's not where her natural instinct lies. Like she's naturally a negative, awful, hateful person. And her trying to be cool and jolly and compassionate and nice seems to be the disingenuous side of herself. And that's why it's like people can't relate to her and people don't like it because they can feel that sense of it's not real because she's not being authentic. She's not just being like, yeah, I'm a nasty bitch. That's just who I am. And that's what I'm going to say. That's who I am. She tries to cover it up with the fakety of it all. And people can sniff that out. People can smell it. That's why people, I think, look at her and Salah, because even if you were a couple that weren't particularly handsy or affectionate, you can still feel a synergy between a couple and know or feel that there's something between them, like there's something tangible between them. That's why even though those two don't touch each other very much, you can still tell that it's completely platonic and there's no sexual energy, there's no synergy, there's no tension, there's no, like, they don't gravitate towards each other. It's not because they don't touch each other, there's just nothing going on there. And she gets mad at us, like, well, we're in the Middle East. We're not supposed to touch each other. It's illegal. It's like, no, but you can see when there's something going on between someone. Like there's a like there's a thing, it's an intangible something, and we just don't see it between them. And she gets mad about that. That's your fault, not ours. That sounds like a
I don't think I
you
should've fought for it.
problem.
I think that was my mistake for sure. But again, I honestly guess I was too bold. I should have I didn't think that she would fucking show up. Never in a million years would she think of doing that. And then when she did show up, I was like, okay, she was very nice and like, yeah, you know, like, and then it was just a total fucking asshole and had to ruin everything. So Pete said that. He's like, what happened at the fashion show? I told him what happened. He's like, she's not exactly skinny herself. It's not just that.
People's weight is irrelevant. It doesn't matter how fat somebody else is, doesn't matter how small somebody else's is. Our opinions, reactions, thoughts, and opinions are just as valid. It doesn't matter what size we are. Our observations are what they are.
He fat shamed FFG. He did. I fucking just had sex all night. FFG equals fucking feral gremlin. Like, why did she have to make 5 fucking live streams about my fashion show? Like, this was an event I was doing, not you. Why do you have to make 5 streams about an event you were not even part of? You were not invited to? Like,
she probably did 2 streams. Just saying, she probably only did 2.
Why? Do you know what I mean? Like, does no one think that's wrong or what?
No, I don't think it's wrong.
I'll never get how grown adults think that's okay. He literally said hi.
Chantal telling us how to be grown adults.
I even put the camera around, and in the mirror you can see him sitting there. Not matter. Oh my god!
Sherry! Hi, Sherry! Hi! Hello!
Oh. Oh my god. Oops. FYI, Twitch has a strict anti-bullying rules and does not allow their streamers to trash talk each other. You could file a complaint against FFG since she breaks those rules and stream snipes you there.
Stream sniping is not against terms of service.
So not only do you know what you're doing is wrong, but now you're trying to find another way around doing it. So she purposely steals my content on multiple platforms to bully and harass. She shows up at events unannounced with fucking bullying and harassment. Like,
then flag her content, report her. Then flag it. If you don't like it and you feel like it's bullying and harassing, then flag it. YouTube will review it. And if they deem it to be bullying and harassing against their terms of service, then they will take down the video or they will delete the channel. If it doesn't break terms of service, then that creator has no problems. Don't just sit and bitch about it. Take steps to action it. If it's that big of a deal to you and that big of a problem, you have ways to remedy that. Everybody does. Every reaction channel, every creator, every person, even if you don't have a channel, if you don't like something and you see something and you think it's against terms of service, you have an avenue of action. You just need to take it. And then it will be reviewed, judged, and if it's determined that it's not a problem, then you've done all you can do. But sitting there just bitching about it under your own rules and your own interpretation of those rules does nothing.
How is this not criminal at this point? Like, if she's fucking stupid.
It's not criminal. It's not against the law.
Like, leave me the fuck alone. Would you guys want that harassing you every day, all the time? Like, would you want that? It is criminal. It's annoying as fuck. I have bigger things to worry about, like not being harassed in my everyday life.
He did. I watched that mukbang via a reaction channel, and the Wimpy's one was the weirdest energy. I think they had a fight. Something happened. She was mad. She wanted some takeaway. He didn't want to give it to her, so they both decided, well, fine, we'll just get Wimpy's then and we'll sit in the car and we'll eat it. Like, he probably wanted her to go out for a walk. That was it. Okay, this is my theory. This is my conspiracy theory. Theory. Not fact, but theory. He said, look, you're going to do another mukbang, you've got to go for a walk first. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to go for a drive. We're going to go for a walk. And then if you still want something to eat after that, I'll take you to wherever you want to go. And she decided, fine, I want Wimpy's. And he's taken her for a walk. It's like, don't you feel good? Don't you feel healthy? Wouldn't it be great if we went home and had something healthy, you know? Keep it rolling. Use the good work that we've done. She's like, nah, I want to go and eat a sloppy burger, too many loaded fries, sit in the car and stuff my face. And he's like, cool, I guess I'll do it too. The tension between them, there was something weird. He looks defeated. He's got the face of a man defeated. And like, he looks so different from when they first started, right? Like, I've seen comparison pictures. He's looking messy, tired, bloated, and just not the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed little bugger that we saw at the beginning.
Excuse me? Her behavior towards me is absolutely fucking
Hi,
criminal.
Goose
Just talking
Chuck.
and harassing. Are you kidding?
Hi.
Or whatever. She's fucking wrong. How are you even defending her? Like, why? Do you think it's okay what she did? Completely ruined something. Completely ruined it. And her fucking stream sniping on Twitch is okay. No, she should have just not shown up and been a fucking bitch. How about that? How about you put the onus on her? I bet if you didn't go to the fashion show.
Where has this theory that stream sniping is against terms of service? Because it actually comes from the gaming community, doesn't it? Where you would cheat to beat an opponent. Where you would go onto their stream, watch them play, figure out what they're doing, and then counteract them, right? The term stream sniping comes from the gaming world. Viewing live content is not against terms of service. It's maybe poor etiquette, or it may be like considered like a little bit unfair, or it's just not something that you might not want to do. If you like that creator. If you don't like them, it's totally within terms of service. So if you want to do it, you can do it. But it's not actually like it's a moral thing, not an actual terms of service thing. So it depends on how you personally feel about stream sniping. But it actually doesn't come from YouTube's. It comes from the gaming community. So does she even know what it is? Like, I don't think she knows what it is.
To view the show. She went to get a video of Chantal without filter. She went to make content that she can use to make fun of Chantal.
And
she went to harass
FFG
Chantal.
hasn't sniped her in ages, as far as I know.
That might be criminal. What are you even talking about, Lacey? What does that even have? Why would I even have a problem with
FFG?
I don't want her in my life at all. She's the one involving herself in my life. Do you not get that? Like, oh, you're all talking. You want to kick FFG's ass. No, I'm not fucking 12, okay? Like, I'm not fucking 12.
Okay. Parents in the chat, mums, dads, aunties, uncles, grandmas, nurses, anybody. Have we got tips for Becca? How do we get a baby that's away from their regular hunting grounds, home, bed, whatever? How do we get a baby to go to sleep when they're out of town? I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. I do the eyebrows. I do the brow stroke and the eyebrow stroke. There's nothing like a faux heartbeat on the back, just the padding. If you're willing to, the padding. Warm milk because of the bellyache. Touching their feet, like doing if the brow doesn't work, the feet will. And taking a blanket from home, like a sheet or a blanket or a t-shirt or something that smells like home, and popping that on the bed so it smells familiar. They're the only things that I can recommend, Becca Boo, but sorry, honey, I'm sorry that you're only getting 4 hours a night. That sucks, especially when it's like a wedding thing, because you want to be like ready and raring to go and having a good time, but it's hard to do that when you've got no sleep.
Grow the fuck up. She needs to grow the fuck up. All her fucking audience needs to grow the fuck up.
Liquor.
She owes an apology to rock and roll. She owes
the
baby. Absolutely.
SH, I don't think we can give the baby liquor. We don't do that anymore. I think they stopped doing that in the 70s. Or liquor for mum. I don't think that's safe.
If she wants to do the right thing, but she won't. At one point, FFG's live.
Bridge of nose strokes. That's a good one.
How that's not bullying. I want anyone to explain to me.
Lavender oil's a good one too.
How she has any fucking room to talk. about my looks. Are you kidding? I could give a shit what FFG thinks about me. I mean, look at her and her fucking pathetic life and her career. You're welcome, bitch. She legit is an ogre. She looks like one in real life. Smells like an ashtray, has about 8 warts all over her face, and has a chin this huge, and has the nerve to fucking come for anyone at that fucking fashion show. You're ugly on the outside because you're ugly on the inside. Fuck you. I'll be okay.
Hi,
I just feel more bad
Shannon.
for Rock and
Hi.
Roan. You know, like Ghislaine doesn't want to work with them anymore because of that.
Now, is this her defending herself, or is this her just shitting all over FFG for her looks? Because it doesn't seem like it's an active defense against specific comments or a specific video. It's just Chantal telling people her opinion on what she thinks FFG's looks are like, and her rating those looks and berating her for having those looks. So this does not sound like self-defense. It just sounds like opinions being spouted to me, which you are allowed to do on the YouTubes as part of terms of service. You're allowed to give your opinion, but doesn't sound like self-defense.
In my opinion, she's the only one who looks bad in all this. I don't think she blocked me. No, 'cause I
Is
was
she
able to
the
send
only
her a
one who
message. I
looks
just was
bad?
like-
I don't think so.
I just wanted to know what happened. I
Oh.
can understand like I didn't understand.
If you would, if you could, if you may, hit the like button, guys, if you want to.
Like I need to know more about the legality of things like that. I didn't understand maybe having her on camera because she has her own image. She is like a public figure, right? So
She
when
is
it's
just
published about
me.
her, we have to watch. So what's going on in this universe? I think I'm the only sane one. And you're all crazy. You know that? You had it wrong. God, you're even freaking me out. I don't like drama. Yes. From now on, like
Chantal requires drama to basically be relevant on the YouTubes. She requires the back and forth. She requires to be contrary. She requires to have backlash. Because if she didn't, people wouldn't be interested in her story. Because it's not uplifting, it's not inspirational, it's not hopeful. It doesn't show people the correct way to go. It is the opposite of that. It frustrates people, it angers people, it pisses people off. It motivates people to be the opposite of Chantal, but it's certainly not one that makes you want to watch it to see what the good outcome it will be. We want to know how this ends or how this arc ends. And then we're going to meld into the next arc and the next arc and the next arc. It's not a matter of, a glow up or a transformation. It's watching the demise of a person. And I've never watched somebody with a food addiction or a drug addiction or personality disorders like this consistently and this close up to see how it unravels and how it affects their everyday life in this way. This is unique for me. And that's why I'm interested, because this is a new thing for me to see this kind of person acting in this way every day from a comfortable distance.
it's so hard for me when I'm excited about something to not talk about it. And I really thought like maybe with like the extra promotional would bring more customers. I think it's better without thinking this. Even if FFG
Hi,
didn't know, she probably would
Glamosaurus.
still use my comments
Hello.
and talk shit about it.
Hi.
I think so, but I don't know. I don't know what to say.
No, Jade.
But she runs
Andraste. Is it Andraste? Andraste? Go for it. It really does help me read the chat better. You are doing me a favor by typing in all caps. I know you probably feel like you're yelling, but you're actually just helping me see better. So if you feel comfortable, feel free. You'll get used to it. Don't worry. You'll go into all the other chats and you'll think they're losers for not having all caps. Trust me.
I don't know if that was the problem or if it was just like that she was in my video. I don't know, but I got a lot of fucking shit for something. I don't know what. Did I have their permission to film it? Well, I mean, I said I'm gonna film. Is that okay? And he said yes. I don't know, but I didn't think that I
Guys, if you had a friendship group and you had a friend who introduced a new girl to the group, because we're all welcoming at first, we all like, yay, a new friend. Woohoo. Let's go out. Let's party. Let's have a few wines. Let's get on the dance floor. You know, let's go for a Sunday brunch. Let's get to know a new person. Wonderful. And Chantal rocks up. At first, it's like, cool, you know, new lady. She's a little bit quirky. She's a little bit different. And then after a couple of times, you're like, oh, wow. She's kind of not my kind of person. How would you go about telling your friend to say, look, I would probably be like, okay, we're going to call my friend Becky. You know, everyone's got a friend, Rebecca. Rebecca, hi, Beck. Now, Beck, how long have you known this Chantal lady? Because I appreciate, you know, love meeting new people, but I've got a few red flags with this lady, and I don't know how comfortable I would feel going to things that she's going to be at. So if you're going to invite her to stuff in future, could you just let me know in advance so I can choose whether to come or not? Because she's a lot, and I don't know if she's someone I would like to be around. And then just see what my friend would say. But that's how I would address it. Wouldn't be nasty to Chantal's face. I would be pleasant. I would be probably nice, unless she came at me sideways, and then I would like let her know about it. And if she was a dick in front of my face to another person or another girl in my group, then she would absolutely know about it. But if nothing had happened, but I just felt like I don't like this person, I'm going to talk to my friend that introduced her and just let her know that I'm not comfortable. I'm not going to say ostracize her. Don't invite her. Let me know so I can make the choice not to come or not. Hi, Oceana. Thank you for the 149 super sticker. You're the best. Thank you. I'll find something fantastic to do with that. I might buy myself a little snacky, like a little lolly or a little treat or something with that. Yeah, like I would be like, ooh, not great. Yeah, not great. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize like Guylaine is a celebrity, so I didn't realize, you know, that fucking. Yeah, I think other people filmed it. I think they asked certain people to film it. Maybe they didn't want other people filming it. You know, I don't know. Like, what does she say about Guylaine? Does she say anything about Guylaine in it? I'm not sure. Oh, are you guys gonna get on my ass about the married man I didn't even know about? I want a big turd. Leave me alone.
No, I think in person she would be the one to crack the fart jokes and, you know, to throw tantrums if she didn't get her way, or she'd be like the friend that she knows. She'd be probably just, you know, trying to monopolize the attention all the time, or the group's attention. And then when that probably didn't work, she'd be like, oh, well, you guys are being mean. I'm going home. And she'd guilt that friend. That's how I feel it would go. Or she would gaslight you and like, you're being mean. You were rude to me first. It's like, not liking you and not interacting with you in the way that you want me to is very different from is very different from being rude to you. I can either be fake to you and pretend like you, or I can just be ambivalent to you. There's two different things. Just because you're in my group doesn't mean I have to be fake nice to you, but it also doesn't mean I have to be a nasty bitch to you. There is a medium. I can tolerate you and be nice to my friend that I do like. It doesn't mean I don't have to ostracize you or bully you out, but I'm not going to be fake nice to you either. Like, that's what grown-ups do, right? That's what I do. If I don't like you, you'll know, but I'm not going to be mean because I don't want to hurt my other friend who does like you. But this is why she doesn't have a lot of girlfriends.
He was also a little worried though.
Wait. Look who we have here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the House of Hannibal. Welcome to my house, Hannibal. What time of the day is it for you? It must be early in the morning, right? Well, welcome. Thank you for coming. We're just doing a very chill little reaction today.
Like, he wanted me to keep it on the down low.
Hi, Elaine. Hello.
As much as possible. Because in case he's like, your haters are weird. Like, are they going to show up and start yelling or something? And I was like, no, they're not going to show up. They're not going to do anything. Every single one of you fucking idiots making fun of my life. Were you invited to a fashion show? That's something fun I got invited to do. You say I have no life, but you have to literally fucking insert yourself. Literally. Come uninvited. Literally. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
That was one person that went. It wasn't all of us, guys. Don't let her gaslight you.
I just feel more bad for them that it wasn't a positive experience for them, the store. I mean,
It was positive until they have found about the video and your input. Everybody had a great time until your involvement made it negative. Had you not been involved at all, it wouldn't have been negative. Your energy made it negative. Nobody else was shit on. She doesn't seem to get that nobody else was made fun of. None of the other plus size women in that video were shit on. Only Foodie was critiqued. Only Foodie was criticized. Everybody else was left alone or praised, to be honest.
you know, like, I don't know, because, like, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna be like, oh, see, Chantel's trouble. You associated with Chantel. No, I did fuck all. Fuck off. She showed up. She was a bully. I
Cruel.
made a very positive vlog. Not me. Sorry.
Celebrity in the house, Shannon was in a fashion show when she was 12. So Foodie's not the only one who's been invited to model. We have another model in the house. So work.
No. I don't think so. Yeah, she ruined it. That's on her. That's on her. 100%.
Such a weenie.
It wasn't like yeah, I mean, Tara, it wasn't like an opportunity. Like, it wasn't gonna be like a huge modeling gig or anything. It was just something fun I was doing. Like, he asked me, and I was like, sure. I'm a customer there. I fucking love it. Love their clothes. That's all it was. I would be so embarrassed.
If you don't want people to ruin the stuff you do, don't tell them about it. Don't try and big note yourself. Don't try and talk it up. Don't try and make yourself look more than you are. You could have done this covertly, undercover, not talked about it before the day, and just done the fashion show, filmed it for yourself, put it out as filmed content, and it would have been a completely different experience. But the fact that you had to talk yourself up, pump your own ego up, that's why it got spoiled. The community doesn't want well for you. There are people who want everything that you get involved with to go to shit. And that is, that's part and parcel, She's not a nice person, so people don't want well for her. But if she's been doing this long enough to know that, but her ego, her absolute need for adulation and for people to look at her like this beautiful goddess that she sees herself as, outweighed her rationality to understand that people were deliberately going to try and ruin this for her. So she could have kept it private and surprised us with this fashion show vlog. But she played it stupid and it got messed up. That's her own fault. Don't tell us stuff we can't
I think,
ruin
honestly,
it.
I think her behavior is really gross and embarrassing as an adult. Looking the way she does, making fun of other people behind their back because you were a fucking pussy and said shit to my face. You were a huge bullfrog pussy.
Oh my God. Yes, Jade, that absolutely counts. You were a still life, what do they call it? Still life model. That is modeling in my book. I don't understand why you had to be an Oriental dress, but she was probably trying to be inclusive. I don't know.
Super nice to my fucking face.
Bye, Oceana. Bye.
No, fuck you. That is the difference. I came home and said nice things about her and the show, and she went and trashed you and the show for views. Yeah. In person, she's like one of those people. She just has like a weird energy. I don't know how to explain it.
Every single time you put your face on camera, you do it for views. We all do. That's the whole point. Nobody starts up live or creates a video to go, God, I hope nobody watches this. I really, really hope nobody sees it and nobody interacts or nobody likes what I've produced. That's what I really, really want. What would be the point of putting anything on the YouTube if you didn't want it for views? If you want views because people are genuinely interested in the good content you create, that's very different from hyping it up, creating lies, or fakery, or just bullshit content that is going to draw people in for drama. Is very different from just creating whatever you want, putting it out there, and wherever it lands and whatever views it gets, it gets. All the content she creates, she wants views because it creates her revenue. It's her living. FFG is doing the same. She puts out the content to get views. Like, where is she missing the leap? Everybody's getting views. It's just how you go about and what you do to get the views. She creates drama. FFG shits on her drama. That's how it works. It's how it works.
And her little lapdog friend was weird too. Do you want me to show your whole body? Yeah. Yeah, hide yourself with your purse. I love how her audience though calls me chins. But do you like what? Are you fucking kidding me? I would be fucking embarrassed to be her showing up looking.
Just because FFG has chins doesn't negate the fact that Chantal also has chins. It's like saying, oh my God, she's got feet. Holy shit, I have feet. Oh no. Oh no. You chins. Chantal has big chins. She has a couple of chins. FFG has a large chin. Everybody's got chins. We all have chins.
Busted ass like that in fucking person. Make it because you're not gonna fucking try to drag down fucking people, an entire demographic of fucking fat people when you are yourself.
Wait, Summer. Wasn't that a movie that Kirsten? Oh, what's the guy? The guy that was in that show. I sound like my mum. You know the guy that was in that show from back in the 80s? Tool Time and Kirstie Alley when they went Amish and they did the fashion show. Summer Cats, was your movie the storyline, the storyline for that movie? What was it called? Tim Allen and Kirstie Alley. That was what it was. Remember that movie where they went Amish to get away from the tax people? Does anybody know the name of it? Oh, go. Silly button.
Why are people judging each other on their chin size? It's so fucking stupid. Like, I'll never get, like, if
You!
you're a fucking idiot. You failed as a human.
You commented on it. You were saying, how can she talk about my chins? Look at her chin. You brought it up. How dare we judge a person's character by the size of their chin? It is ridiculous, but you do it too.
Like, what? It's not about it being a lie. She could use
I
her
was
chin
not
as a- Exactly.
Amish.
It's true.
Richard Rapora, that's the
Like,
one.
Where do you come off?
Brilliant. I love that
I
movie.
mean, unless it's a huge event with all. I mean, if it's an event I'm putting on, then obviously it doesn't really matter who comes. But no, if it's my event, I'll be saying who can come and who can't.
Somebody
for
dressed
fucking
me
sure.
as a daisy and a lobster when I was
She's constantly going for your looks. You can do the same to her, but you don't go low. Not often.
At the same time. Were you like a flower lobster, or is it two separate occasions? One where you were Daisy and the second one where you're a lobster? Or was it in the same fashion show? You're a Daisy and then a lobster? I need more information, natural.
Unless just to point out, like, what? Like, I have eyes, sorry. And she's literally, they're talking to me and her chin is jiggling like this. And I'm like looking at it thinking, this bitch talks about my chin all the time. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I can't help it. That was running through my fucking brain. Absolutely. 100%. It would for you too. It would for you too. They call me.
Don't worry, Chantal. We've moved on from your chins and we are now more concerned about your bulbous, overinflated, swollen cheek. We don't care so much about the chins. We worry more about your entire pulmonary system and how it is affected and how that is being represented by the swollenness of your fingers, toes, and one particular side of your face. So don't worry, we are distracted.
Chinny every fucking day. For how many fucking years now? Or how long? I've been called Chinny? How long? And in person, face to face, smelling like an ashtray and bounce sheets. Big warts on her face.
Okay, guys, you've got a choice. Ashtray or Barracuda. Pick one. You've got 3 seconds to choose. Pick one. Pick one. Barracuda or ashtray. They're both gross, but oh God, I don't want to choose. But ugh. But I mean, it's the lesser of two evils, I guess. Fish or cigarettes. Pick one.
Or whatever, moles on her face. And you're making fun of me for years now.
Ashtray.
Sorry. No, and I don't feel good saying that, but fuck. She doesn't call me Chinny. Well, that no
Oh,
wonder.
okay. It was a show. You're in a show, natural.
She's a projection queen.
Ashtray.
Anyone who doesn't see
we're
it is
picking the
blind.
ashtray.
The filter thing to rest. Yep. Right out of her own mouth. I look thinner in person.
No. Of course, that's how Chantal would say it. What FFG said was, from the back, she is deceptively smaller looking, but once she turns to the size, holy moly, you really get to see the full frontal assault of her size. That is pretty much what FFG. She did not say she is smaller or slimmer in person. She is shorter than you would think, but she looks smaller from the back. From the back, not from the side.
Chantal wore Adidas every day with a weird side pony. My lord, people would never shut up about it. She never fucking shuts up about. Did she not talk about my dresses? The yellow dress? I'm sure she did. I don't even have to watch her videos to know what she talks about. This is the thing. I know what she's going to complain about. I know what she's going to try to milk in her next life.
It is easier to get
She's
rid of
milked
than
the
the
fucking fashion
fish.
show more than I did. I did one
Brachiosaurus.
fucking. I was part of it, and I did one vlog. She wasn't even thought of at all, and she had nothing to do with it. And
That's nuts. Where does that come from? How do you have that? What causes that? Is it okay? So if you've got a tumor in your brain and it's affected, does that mean that there's pressure in certain parts, like fluid or the actual tumor itself, that's creating these hallucinations? That would be wild, just to be sitting there and then a random weird smell would come across. I hope you're all better from the tumor as well. I hope your brain's all better.
she did what? 6 streams? Are you serious?
Was it 6 though? I think it was just 2.
Thank you. You're creepy. She didn't even have the decency to wait till I posted my vlog about my event. That's hella fucking disrespectful.
But Becca, big difference. You were pregnant with another human being inside your body. Foodie doesn't have humans inside of her body. She just has enlarged organs and an overabundance of visceral fat. It's okay to be too big from the side when you're pregnant with another human in your body. It's a little bit distressing when you look that way, and it's simply because you've just eaten yourself into that state deliberately and not sought help to change that because you've put yourself in compromised health. But you have a baby in your body. It's different.
And then if she's going to be like, yeah, I disrespect you for what? What can you tell me what the fuck I ever did to this bitch? What did I do to this bitch?
Yay!
You want me to give you a reason to
Woohoo!
fucking hate me?
Excellent, Dr.
Talking about
Summer.
next time I'm in your city?
Excellent.
Like what? What? That weed? Oh my god, Colleen, I had like 4 edibles and I just smoked a huge bat. I'm friggin' flying high. Yeah, he was a good side. He was good. He was
4
fun.
edibles, guys. 4 edibles.
Hairy.
Wonderful.
Hairy Kurdish man. I love it.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I know it
no,
looks like I'm like preying
Tron,
on
that
fucking
would be
French immigrants who can't even speak any fucking English. But it's not like that. I'm just so attracted to them. They're so hot. I guess he doesn't like women who are too fat. Well, he said that I should also because of my health, but
Okay, guys. Let's be honest. Let's get real. Let's get down to the brass tacks. A man does not fuck you because you're healthy. A man will fuck you because he's attracted to you. Because he likes your body or he likes the emotions that you make him feel. Like you make him feel good about himself. You make him feel like, a big, strong man, or you make him feel smart, or you inflate his ego, or, he there's something about you that makes him feel good. He's not fucking you because he's like, oh, God, look at her cholesterol levels. That's fucking sexy shit. She's in a healthy range. Oh, my God. Boner. No. He doesn't give a shit about her health. He just doesn't like that she's a plus-size woman. He's more attracted to women of a smaller size. Let's be real.
he doesn't like women who are too fat, but I'm not going to do anything in my life just to change for him. So if he doesn't like it,
that's
then
an
he doesn't have to see me
interesting
ever again,
fact
but
there, Natural.
I don't think that's the case because he had sex with me 4 times. Kept telling me how beautiful I was. Took me to dinner. Like, but he did keep saying it's unhealthy to be fat. It's unhealthy to be fat. I was kind of on my ass about it.
Okay. Men, there are certain men out there who could literally fuck a hole in the wall. The fact that sometimes they can get a willing participant that is warm, soft, moist, and willing is all that they really require. So it's not really much of a flex that he fucked you 4 times in one day. That makes me think they probably had sex 4 times in an hour, which is probably not not a great time, to be honest. He probably just did that porn jackhammer style stuff that's not very satisfying, but great for the guy, not for the gal. But I think Foodie just has never actually, maybe BB, but I don't think they had sex for a long time after that breakup. I don't think Foodie's really been in a relationship where she's had her body worshipped like a goddess and really had somebody be like, oh, I want to make her day. I want to send her to the moon. I think Foodie's just she's been that. She's a whole, she's warm, she's alive, she's willing. Bang, 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 bang. I'm done. And she thinks that's a flex, which I actually think that's kind of sad to be at her age and never actually being fucked properly. You know what I mean?
But I find, yeah, I know. So, but I find a lot of men from other
Hi,
cultures are like
Toys
that. It's
R
like
Us
they don't
kid.
understand
Hello.
obesity
Hi.
at
Who's
all.
new?
You
Who's
know what I
new?
mean?
New. Got some newbies.
And I'm like the biggest
Cowboy
person
dog.
you've ever
Hello.
met, and a lot of them will
How
say,
you doing?
a lot of them will be like, I don't
Lo
ever usually go out with
siento.
big like you, but you're very pretty, so I don't mind. Like a lot of men will say that to me. I'm like, what? Besides which, we don't even know their relationship at all. He didn't like. He also made it seem like they were separated or they never had sex. Because I was like, when I said sex, and then wife, he's like, no sex, no sex. So we don't know their fucking arrangements. So don't call me a fucking bitch and come at me sideways. Fuck you. You're a bitch. Get out of here. It does matter.
It doesn't matter if the husband is having relationships of an intimate kind with his wife. He is connected by law and committed in faith to another human being that is not you. It's none of your business whether they are having sex or not. What would be the conversation you would have with the blonde chick that had sex with Salah while you were back in Canada? I bet it would be a very different conversation. You'd be like, that's my husband. How dare you? It's none of your business. You shouldn't be coming anywhere near a married man. He is taken. Doesn't matter if I'm not there to satisfy his needs. He is mine. Be a very, very different conversation.
You don't know fuck all. You don't know shit. Get out of here.
Yeah. You're right, Jack in the Box. Hello, by the way. Passion, I think aggression and violence can often be mistaken for passion. No, it's just toxicity. That's not passion. Passion is somebody who will finish work and immediately drive over to see your house, even though they are dead tired and their feet are killing them. They don't even get changed out of the work clothes because they're desperate to see you. Passion is looking for that perfect gift, that perfect something for somebody. It's not getting loud or obsessively calling or breaking your boundaries that you set in place because they're so desperate to see you. They are compelled to see you. That's not passion. That is toxicity. And she likes that. She thinks that's passionate. That's romance.
She's not even coming here for 3 fucking years. Just wait till you're cheated on for real. Whatever. Shut up. Fucking hell.
Hi, Flea.
She's
On
lying
Flea,
there
on
with that picture
Flea.
albums of his
Hi.
family and kids while she blew him.
Uh-huh. And we know it's coming. It's just a matter of
Oh my
time
God.
before the shoe is on the other foot.
So you're just gonna keep accusing me and not fucking listen to a word I'm saying? Okay, keep going. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Jesus. Do you know how psycho you sound coming in here? Listen, you're a bitch. Blah, 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 blah. You don't even know their relationship. You don't know fully to the extent like what, like are they separated or whatever. Like you're hearing a story secondhand removed from somebody who fucking has extreme language barriers. Like, yeah. But he just like, yeah, and I'm like, so, but she doesn't mind that you have sex, and he's like, oh, no sex, no, oh, sex, no wife, no sex, no sex. Culture.
He probably thought she was asking him if she could have sex with his wife. No, no, no.
No, it's not good. And I was just like, what? And like, so it was really broken the way he was explaining to me. So I didn't really fucking understand what he meant. Like, I got the feeling like he wasn't like in love with her, or he wasn't with her, or like, I don't know what. Sorry, accountable. I didn't mean to. I don't know. He was like really broken, is what it means to say. So I didn't know, and I was like, what? And then I was kind of like, oh my God, is he fucking married?
Okay, so if his English was really, really broken and she could barely understand what he's saying, then how does she know that she got the story right and she didn't completely misunderstand? It's like, yes, I'm married, and yes, I'm cheating on my wife. and no, I'm not having sex with her at the moment because she's in another country, so I'm having sex with you instead. How is she so up to date and has got the right end of the stick through his broken English? But we are misunderstanding because we're like, he's married, having sex with you. That seems kind of wrong. But no, we've gotten it all wrong, guys. She's got the true story.
My life is very unfiltered, ironically.
She
Alright.
did think it was a total flex and was
I don't know, whenever I wake my ass up, it's 2.
stunned when
it's
people
1.
didn't see it that way.
Okay,
Ew.
JP, everyone is so PC. I didn't even have a coffee today. I'm so mad. Good night. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Good night. Good night, love you guys.
Okay, that's the end of that video, guys. Do I think Salah gets some on the side? I don't think at the moment he is. Simply because I think Foodie keeps him on a pretty tight leash.
So it's Sally.
Oh, we want to get rid of that one. We don't want that one. There we go. Hang on. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, I've gone. There I am. I think she keeps him pretty like she knows where he is every minute of the day. And if she doesn't know where he is, it's because he's deliberately made it that way. So if they're fighting and he's left because he's annoyed and mad, and she's like, I don't know where he is. He's not being very supportive. It's because he's made it that way. I think she knows where he is at every minute. And I don't think he gets much of an opportunity. When he goes out at nighttime, I still think she knows where he is. He's either getting her something and he's coming back. He's getting her snacks, getting her chips, getting her ice creams, getting her kebabs, getting her whatever. I think the only time he's free is when she's not there. I think when she was gone for that month, he was, do I think he was up to his nuts in other women? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no. That's just my opinion. I do not think that he's monogamous to her. He's plays the game when she's there, and when she's gone, he's doing whatever he wants to do. Because he's not. I don't believe that he's emotionally attached to her. I don't think he would look at it as cheating because their marriage is like a marriage of convenience. So it's not cheating on his wife. It's cheating on the chick that he's got an arrangement with. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. So that was enough. They were 2 nice little easy streams to come back with. I'm so glad to come back. And all the people that have come in and watch. It was so nice. Thanks, guys. I did take some time off. I'm back. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be back. I'm hoping to maybe do 2 or 3 streams a week, maybe a video here and there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a question for you guys, but I can't remember now. Oh, no, can't remember. It escaped me. Let me see. Let me just think for a minute. Let me read some of the chat and it might come back to me. That's the thing. I was watching some 600-pound life stuff, okay? And because of the way, they copyright, TLC copyrights everything, I'm a bit cagey about showing some of the videos and stuff. I mean, I could always, it's whatever. But I was looking at some of the more toxic husbands, right? And some of the behaviors, or some of the toxic partners also, I should say, because it's both on both genders. But some of the commonalities that these partners had to the detriment of their partners were they felt it was just easier. It was easier to give them what they want than to have the argument. They wouldn't put any boundaries on the food they would bring in. They wouldn't put any boundaries on the behaviors that just became normative. Preparing food in bed, preparing food on a chair. Basically, the toxic behaviors seem to be the same across the board. And Salah seems to be exhibiting some of those behaviors. Some of them we haven't seen because we see them behind the scenes, but we can guess that they're there. that when Chantal wants something and she can't stop thinking about it, she will put on a performance to get it. Because we've seen them we know that they've had some fights behind the scenes. What generated the fights? We don't know. I am hypothesizing because I do not know for fact that that's what's happened. But I would assume that he's been like, no, we're not having takeaway. You will eat the groceries we've got at home. But I want Wimpy's, or I want Burger King, or I want McDonald's. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. The argument ensues. She gets emotional. I'm quitting YouTube. I'm leaving. You know, I'm over this. I'm going back to Canada. And then the next thing we know, he's off to Burger King. She's doing a mukbang, eating way too much food for one person, trying to play it off as a regular portion because she's starving. These are some of the toxic traits. He is fetching and bringing in the food that he knows that she shouldn't be having. He's allowing her, because he has the power to say no, because he controls the money, apparently. He's the one who drives. He's the man of the house. He's a Middle Eastern man living in a Middle Eastern country. He has all the power, according to Foodie, in this situation. So he could say no to all of these behaviors, but he's allowing it to go on. So he's either enabling her, she's browbeating him, or he is doing this because he gets something out of it too. And I think it's kind of weird. It's toxic, it's weird, it's detrimental to her health. It's not helping her, it's not doing anything for her. And I'm just here to watch it and see what happens. And, that's what I was going to say. Going forward, if she does a live stream and she's smoking a shisha, I will upload it and I will edit it. And I feel as my favor, as my service, as to give back to you guys, I'm going to try and edit, if I can possibly, the hookah out. So you guys don't have to listen to that bubbling. So I know I don't want to listen to it. And I'm also going to continue to edit Salah's face out. I don't want to look at it. I can't do much about his voice though. Sorry, guys. There's not much I can do. I can maybe change the pitch or something, but that's a lot of editing. But I can certainly edit his face out and see if I can cut and clip the hookah out, because it's so annoying. It is so annoying. But I will try and do that if I can. If there's any live streams that come up that I'm interested in, I will try and do that for you guys as a favor, because we're friends, we're mates, we're buds. And yeah, nobody wants to listen to that. I hope she stops smoking it, but I don't think she will. What if she comes back to Canada? Do you reckon she's going to go out and buy herself a shisha kit and have one wherever she's staying? Because she's going to, if she leaves and then comes back to Canada and she's been smoking the hookah, the shisha, every single day, for a couple of times a day, I'm assuming, and then she just goes cold turkey, she is going to be a bitchy nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Getting off nicotine is worse than some other drugs. Like, it's bad. So that's going to be something to look forward to. That's going to be a rage and a half, don't you reckon? Oh my God, that'll be scary. Frightening. But something to look forward to as well, I guess. All right. Oh, you're glad I'm back? Well, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be hanging out with you guys too. I've been around. I'm sure some of you have seen me in the chats. There's some, who do I go? I go into Hannibal's chat. I go into Just Saying chat. I lurk. I'm a lurker. I will lurk in a lot of different chats because I like to, different people that I'll talk to and different creators that I like. I go to House of Hannibal. I go into Just Sayings. Hey, I've even started, now don't get mad at me, guys, okay? But I even have been going into Jessica Messica's chat because she has a fun chat. Don't agree with everything she does and says, but Jessica she's made some improvements. She's not perfect. She's not the best, but she has made some improvements, and I do enjoy her chat, and I do enjoy some of her content. So you'll see me in Jessica Messica's chat. I go into Skinny Queens. I like to overlook Skinny. I watch her streams. I support her streams. Who else do I go and watch? When Eerie Pepperoni comes back, I'll be watching her stuff. I go on in Goose Chat, so I'm a flirper. I am an OG flirper. I flirt with the best of them. I watch Pulpy. I watch BGTV. I watch Hillbilly Belinda. I watch Nova Ray. I'm all over the place. I'm in lots of different places. I enjoy the community, and I'm glad to be back in part of the community. So I'm glad that you guys came and hung out with me today. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to go because I've got to work tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow and then Monday, and then I've got Tuesday, Wednesday. So you'll probably see me on Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe even tomorrow. Depends how I feel. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate you.